Ladies and gentlemen of the RNG Revolution, welcome to the 53rd episode of the RngCast. I, as always, am Buster Knuckle. Joining me today are...
It's the main... excuse me, I'm sorry about that. It's the main man, the Bizman 24. What's going on, everybody?
This is your boy Raven.
And our special guest today, coming to us from what appears to be a bunker from the hype of Destiny 2, Jay from the DTR Network. What's up, Jay?
What's up, guys? Thank you guys for inviting me on tonight. Well, this morning.
Good that you're on. And for the record, hey guys, we got another black guy on. Ha ha! Yeah.
Business isn't outnumbered anymore. He's got help. I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
All right, so real fast, Jay, because you are you're the first time. It's your first time being on. How did you come up with your screen name? What's your favorite weapon? What's your favorite exotic? Because we're gonna hop right into the Destiny 2 train real quick.
Choo mother.
All right. So screen name. Don't make fun of me. I was really young. My screen name is J McBoy. I was really into Minecraft years ago. I don't know why, and that name just stuck with me throughout all these years.
What is it again?
J McBoy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Listen. I was young, okay? I was really young. I was really into Minecraft, and it just stuck with me. And now everyone calls me J Big Boy. So
I can understand the McBoy, but 1, 2, 3. That's what's getting me.
No. I don't understand the McBoy. Were you Irish and black at the same time?
No.
You like McDonald's?
You guys can't give me shit anymore for Blister Lister 113. You can't give me shit anymore.
Wait a minute, hold on. Explain the McBoy piece. You know I'm gonna clown you, right?
So the boy is not even with a Y; it's with an I. Okay.
Sweet summer child.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, you sweet summer child. You don't know what winter is yet.
And then I didn't know you can't change your name on PS4, so I made my name on PS4 also. So that's my name on PS4 and Xbox. So yeah, I'm Jamie 1, 2, 3.
MC though, right? Not MAC.
It's MC. MC Boy 1, 2, 3.
MC Boy.
The MC does stand for Minecraft. Yeah, but I'm trying to change it. Okay, I was young. Buster's having fun with this.
You're a nerd.
He said you're a nerd. So
Wait. That's not fair.
Okay.
We have a podcast about like a game.
Okay.
Nerds cannot bash other nerds. All right.
That's true.
There's no doubt he's a nerd.
His name is Jay Minecraft Boy.
1, 2, 3. Cannot forget the 1, 2, 3.
All right. So before Biz continues on, what's your favorite weapon and exotic in Destiny?
My favorite exotic is the Trespasser. I love that. I've been using that a lot recently in trials.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh. But my favorite legendary weapon has to be the IS Luna. I love that hand cannon with the passion. I'm a hand cannon user. I am one of those hunters in trials.
Oh, and you're a hunter too.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
I'm the lone bastion. Get it? On Titan Island.
And Warlock is alone because what?
Wait, there's another black guy in the episode. So I'm.
Oh my god.
McBoy.
Oh my Jesus. That.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that.
Dan makes fun of me a lot on our podcast.
Dan.
He always calls me McBoy.
Dan should not be making fun of anyone.
That's true. I mean, that's true.
He thinks I'm finished with him. Wait, he comes back on. I ain't finished with him yet. I still got more for his day. Don't worry. I'm gonna go savagery. All right, let's continue.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. By the way,
That's the story of my life.
By the way, Trials is on Exodus Blue. Blah blah blah. Destiny 1. Let's talk about Destiny 2, guys.
Hype train.
Woo woo! Raise
go.
the roof.
Luckily, also everyone in my household is awake, so I'm gonna be loud because
My fiance is gone,
coming.
son. Miss Lady Biz ain't here today.
My girlfriend's asleep.
Oh, so you have to be
Dude,
I don't give
I'm
a shit.
getting live on this, man.
Where's Bella? Oh, Belle. What's her name? Bella?
Bella. She's sleeping next to me too.
Oh.
Oh no, she's up. She just looked at me like, yo.
Are you calling me?
Are you done yet? Are you done so I can bark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you done with the podcast so I can bark? Yeah, true. Every time. Every fucking time. All right, guys. So Bungie had the reveal event going on, and we all watched it. And
Watched it.
a couple people from the Destiny Tracker Network were there, so Jay might have some first-hand passed down stories. We don't know. He didn't tell us in the pre-show. Surprise, surprise. We just did this shit, fired off the hip. So let's talk about some shit. Des, you have a slideshow, I hear.
I have images because I have evidence. I have knowledge. Your boy has been spending the better part. I was up for like 28 to 30 some odd hours because I couldn't sleep, and I dedicated a lot of that time in tracking down as much information from this friggin' reveal after I watched it like an hour late because I forgot it was that day. Anywho, images that we're seeing now. Anybody see anything interesting about that? Because this is just an interesting thing.
The No Land Beyond in his hand.
I love the fact that this NPC in the wild with a weapon with a lore description that is found in the wild is carrying an NLB in his hand. Do I think we're going to get it? No. But this is actually like a splendid like lore piece, because this shows us that this weapon is being used by people perhaps not protected by the city's walls. So, and I just thought it was funny that Spot was like, holy crap, look what he's holding. So I had to throw this in there too.
But Des, I have a question though.
Yes, sir.
If he's not protected by the city walls, is he also not a guardian as well? Is he just a regular human being that's wielding this weapon?
It's possible. We haven't met him yet.
Also, hold on a second. Is there
Looks like Buster.
Is there a way? Forgot where the camera was. Is there a way to zoom in on his patch?
I don't think so. No, this is zoomed all the way. Wait. Actually, hold on. Do you see it now?
Trustland?
Trustland?
I see Trustland.
Trustland?
Either Trust or Tristland.
Tristland?
Could that be his name, or could that be a place?
That could be his name. Because
it
looks like it's a separate piece. I mean, it's connected to it, but it's, you know.
Yeah. It's almost like he's part of military. I mean, perhaps he's like a Owl Sector.
Maybe. Because
Owl Sector, as we found out during, the in-between Rise of Iron and such, we found out that there are humans that monitor us. There are people that have jobs in the city beyond us Guardians. So perhaps he was a human.
Also, that boss-ass Titan weapon, the weapon that Titan's holding, looks like a mini...
Friggin' Gatling gun, son!
A mini Gatling gun.
And speaking of guns, did you know they named the gun after me?
Sweet business.
Sweet business. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes. Well, I got that image in there, or okay. It's that image is somewhere. But yeah, let me tell you what. I've been wanting Gatling guns in this game ever since Follows to Arc. It's like, why don't we get his gun? I want his gun. Thank you, Bungie.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie now, Biz. I see it. He does kind of vaguely look like a generic white dude with short hair. So
no, it was just because of the beard, man, and the tousled hair. He looks like you in the dark.
Yeah.
Look, they made Buster in the dark. Hold on. Yeah, that looks like Buster.
A little bit. I'll do that. So is that Titan too, so. All right.
Next picture.
Okay, so, all right. Hey, what do people notice about these weapon frames?
The frames itself?
The information within the frames. What do people notice? Tell me what you notice, because I got a lot to talk about just from these weapon frames.
Well, one, no weapon mod is applied. Two, it says rounds per. It gives you the rounds per minute.
Thank you, Buster. That is going to make my job. That is going to make Mercules' job infinitely easier. The fact that the guns tell you exactly how fast they fire now.
Calculating TTK.
Exactly. There's no rate of fire bar anymore. And if you notice, rate of fire is actually replaced by handling. So now, as a Guardian, that's one less stat that you have to worry about being hidden, because you can actually compare from one gun to another how fast it is to draw, stow away, and pull. Just from a comparable standpoint.
Yeah, because before that was more intrinsic, where you just had to feel it, but you couldn't necessarily okay. That makes sense.
There is a stat for handling now, but it's not something that shows up in the UI. Places like the Destiny Tracker website shows these things.
Also, just real quick, I've noticed if you look down the bottom screen, there's a toggle subscreen, so there's still more information to go that we haven't seen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And there's that little locked icon right underneath the mark, which...
People have reported what that is. That is no longer artifacts, apparently. That particular slot is a clan badge.
Oh, so dope. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah. Now, also, there's also the weapon frame, though, just above, like exactly where my mouse hovered over, because I forgot that it was in the shot. Precision. This information is information that was in Destiny 1. Like, I only know this because I got to look at the original strategy guide. We, like, people like me and Mercules talk about weapon archetypes as in rate of fires and impacts. But Bungie already had an archetype system in place. Precision listed off guns that, well, as it says now, the recoil pattern is more vertical. So those guns in particular, they have specific things. I mean, we're going to see like a few more of these, like a couple more of these. But these are the archetypes, and now these guns are going to tell you how you should expect them to perform. From a speculative point of view, I sadly think this might get rid of a couple of perks like lightweight, possibly counterbalance.
I was just going to ask about that too, because I would assume that when you see something like precision or whatever, then okay, I need to look for particular perks that can complement this and get an ideal weapon. But Des, let me ask you this question now that I'm looking at it. I notice here at the bottom screen, no weapon mod is applied. Exactly. So what weapon mods are we looking or possibly able to get now? And
sadly, there's no information that I know of. Jay, have you heard anything?
I have
about
not.
These weapon mods? Okay.
I have not. Yeah, no. But
go ahead. No. I'm just.
Oh, I was just gonna comment something about the currency all the way at the top.
Oh yeah.
That purple currency. There was an image going around today, and it's actually a trading currency where you're able to use to trade your items with people.
Yeah, I've read the description. It's called Strange Dust.
Yes, Strange Dust. Used to improve or trade for other items.
Yes.
So who knows what that means?
I know. I mean, it's very interesting that we're getting like a current. I mean, it makes sense because with the city or with the tower being down, we're not going to use marks as a primary currency. We could use this Strange Dust that who knows how we're going to find it because wacky D2 stuff. But also at the same time, like speaking of the currencies, like you brought this up early, but interestingly enough, Glimmer had its description changed very slightly from between D1 and what it has shown in the D2 tooltips. Glimmer is not only it has everything it says. It's a currency of the city, it's programmable matter, but now in the D2 tooltips it says it is a fuel.
So we're going to use those instead of moments of light.
What I'm guessing, like personally myself, is I'm guessing that they're probably going to be implementing more of like a fast travel system, like in certain MMOs and like role-playing games now, and that may take like a nominal fee to like fast travel from thing to thing.
Well, they are adding fast travel, right? Like I thought you're able to hold out your ghost now, and you're able to transport.
Yeah, exactly.
Places. Teleport. I mean.
Yeah. So that might be the fast travel that you don't have to hop into orbit, and maybe fast traveling takes something like 20 Glimmer. Or something like something small. Usually, it's something small in RPGs. Like Final Fantasy 15 did it. Because and it was like a nominal 10 gil fee, which is like nothing, but it still costs something to skip the loading screens and travel from here to here, or not skip the travel time from here to here. I'm going to be interesting to see how they exactly implement fast travel. If it's just like the jumping from one planet to another, like skipping orbit and such, or if there's something more.
Looking at the glimmer number, do you guys think that's hinting at something?
I was just about to say that.
You think
17?
I think-
July 17th?
that is on a Monday. Yeah, that's on a
Data release? Question mark? Is that what you're getting at?
Yes.
Because look at the Strange Dust 9/8.
Yeah.
That's the
Right.
release September 8th.
That's probably a really
The
strong...
ones are slashes. Got
Yes.
it. Yeah. Huh. It's possible. Like,
Or it could be 777, because that is
I mean,
actually
yeah,
on
Bungie-
a Friday this year.
Bungie
Days on a
loves-
Friday.
Yeah,
Bungie loves freaking. Oh yeah, the 7/7 Bungie Day.
and they all
That's true.
that could be when they drop the beta on Bungie Day.
I mean, and it could be because the beta for D1 was in July as well.
Correct.
It like covered 3 weeks in July.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to be in.
So
D2's
July-
going to do it.
Well, we know summer, but we don't know.
Well, true.
July
Exact.
July 17th, 2017.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it would be too obvious if it had 071717. Because this is not a true traditional format date, right?
Yeah.
So we can look at 7/7/17, or we can look at 7/17/17. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But yeah, they definitely chose. I mean, I'm not putting it behind Bungie to hide something in the freaking nooks and crannies like this.
Yeah, I'm about to say you could look at it backwards. 7/17/17.
Yeah.
True. But
Speculation train.
Yeah, I know, right?
If
That's nice, though, Jay.
you don't mind, I want to focus on this. So no longer is there intellect.
We'll cover that. Don't worry. We got that.
Okay,
That's
okay,
coming.
okay.
That's coming. Don't worry. That's
Alright.
coming.
That's another slide.
Okay. Next one.
Yeah. Next, which should be another weapon. Yeah, that's the secondary. So we see that this is from the energy slot. So it is a elemental primary, like the devs have told us. We now have a kinetic primary, essentially an elemental primary, and then our power weapon. And again, like I said, I caught all three of them because again, this one has the archetype of adaptive, which means it's just good all around. Now, this is an interesting perk that I didn't see at first, but Converse actually, because Converse helped me with a lot of information because we were diving through videos like nobody's business. Magazine is dropped on reload, wasting bullets, but greatly increasing reload speed.
So instead of reloading, you're just dropping it. You're not reloading the magazine. You're just speed reloading, basically.
I mean, it's literally like real life reloading. If you were to disengage a magazine now, I mean, it's not like video games. You don't just reload a fresh clip, but rather, if there's anything in the clip, you're missing those rounds.
That's what I was going to say. If you're one of those guys that are like habitual reloaders in PvP, you get a kill, you have 12 rounds left, and you reload to get an additional whatever your magazine is.
Yeah.
Let's say 7 more. You're losing 12 to get the max.
Exactly. But with this perk now, you're wasting bullets, but you're getting a better reload. So it's like a give and take situation. It's like, because I mean, especially with if hand cannons still have like their awful ammo reserves, like they do now, then that can be actually a critical part of just from a hand cannon perspective. Like things like auto rifles and such should be fine, but I mean, who knows? Like reserve information can change drastically. But yeah, I mean, that's a choice. It's like, okay, I can go ahead and reload. I have like enough rounds for a kill in my gun. But I can reload now and I get a faster reload, but I could run out of ammo. So, I mean, it's like a huge give and take. And I made the joke, like the next perk under it, improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of an attack. I wonder if that's Rodeo. Because there was literally speculation that that's what Rodeo did, but like I said, we don't know what Rodeo does.
So now, just a theory on this whole mod thing. I know we haven't seen anything, but do you think maybe mods are purchasable?
Like through what actual money?
No, not actual
No,
money, like in game,
strength
like in
test.
game. Yeah, like you could.
I'm personally wondering if they're following more classical shooters and the fact that instead of the stat boosting modifications on like middle trees, if their guns are just going to come with perks, and then however you adjust the stats on the gun is going to be mods. Mm-hmm. It's like you want better range. Well, here's this mod that increases your range. Yeah. You want better stability? Here's this mod, which I had that's like one of my hopes that Destiny 2 would go to. So I might be biased, but that would make getting weapons, like if there's a fee for attaching and unattached, I mean, it changes the focus of Destiny as a loot shooter.
Yes.
Because you don't have to chase loot for these insignificant modifications.
Agreed.
You can actually carry those over. You can actually chase a gun for its abilities, for its perks.
So essentially, you'll have a gun with. So I'm the closest thing I can think of is Titanfall, right? Where you have a gun, and it comes with a set of modifications.
Yeah.
But every person that gets the same gun gets the same modifications. What makes it different is the customization, and that adds to, again, how customizable. You know, we've always wanted this game to be somewhat customizable, and this is a perfect way where you don't need to, grind for the god roll, where everything. I hate that. I know people don't like to use the phrase god roll, but whatever. But you can essentially customize to make your own god roll, and or what you deem is your best weapon for your playstyle.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and this eliminates the need of, it's like a palindrome. There's a lot of people out there, I mean, okay, not just palindrome, but hand cannons in general. If that hand cannon doesn't have rifled, it's trash.
Yep, I agree.
There's a lot of people out there.
Me.
But so this takes off like I said, if that is true, then that takes that weight off of the gun. Because you can get this hand cannon, it's like, oh my god, it doesn't have rifle. Oh, wait. I got this mod I could pull off this other gun and put it on here. Maybe. I mean, again, this is all pure speculation. But it's the only thing I can think of, like... Because, I mean, that's all mods do in shooting games. Is that, like Titanfall, because, I mean, I haven't played Titanfall, but I've watched a lot of videos, because Titanfall gameplay can be hype as hell to watch. But, things like different sights or this weapon reloads faster, or that's actually the only mods I really know about Titanfall is like faster reload.
So basically, there's a reload faster mod. There's a shooting while running mod. Okay. I said reload. There's an aim down sights faster mod. So yeah, there's one that takes away, I think, some of your cooldown of certain abilities mod. So
also, real quick, Biz, could you go to the very top left-hand corner next to the name? Yeah, the symbol. All that is not a goddamn animal subclass. It's just the representation of the goddamn class. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't want to cancel my pre-order. Thank you, Bungie, for not giving us animal subclasses.
But the dev did say you're firing fiery phoenix blasts.
Yeah, just the personification of the subclass.
Animal connection, though! No, I'm just kidding. But I was going to bring that up.
So no, we're not getting our powers from the wild, right?
That's no, we're not getting animal powers. Like, and legitimately, what I hope, like, they showed, the first mission, or the first 10 minutes of the first mission. But what I hope, because in the display, I'm hoping this was just for marketing. I'm hoping we don't start with the new subclasses.
No, I don't. No.
I mean, I don't think we will.
No.
But I'm hoping D2 release that we won't.
No, I don't think so. Like, I think we will have to go out into the wild to get our classes, but not from animals. I think we're gonna have to, like, I think they're calling these lost subclasses. Is that what they're calling?
I'm not sure
subclasses?
what they're called. I haven't heard a term connected to them myself. So,
well, I did hear that a majority of the game takes place on like the Saturn moons. I think that's Titan. Is Titan the Saturn?
yeah, Titan's the moon.
Titan.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That majority of the game takes place there. So I think we're gonna have to like go out there, find our subclasses from. I keep thinking about to those that Aphrodite's lost group. Well, they're not lost.
Yeah,
But she always says that she has a
They're
group
secret.
far out. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna get our subclasses from.
I mean, that's what I've been saying for months, but these guys don't want to listen to that. But
No, I don't
I've
want
been
to
saying
listen
that
to
too
that.
for months.
I
Yeah.
just want to have a Warlock Book of Secrets that was forbidden, and now we use it, and now
now
Yay!
that might be Io.
That's Io.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said in the stream that Io is actually a sacred place to warlocks.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
all
what
right,
Ikora is.
yeah. So I mean, me and Converse have been doing some speculation on like enemies found and what was it? Was it? Is it Titan that has the methane ocean?
Yes.
Yes.
We're speculating Fallen are going to be there because it's Golden Age, and Fallen are always scavengers. Because I think I actually surprised Buster in a public event that they're for the Glimmer drills. They're literally drilling for like Golden Age tech.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's like a story purpose for a public event, but that's why I'm guessing that Fallen are going to be there because they're always searching for tech to steal, for things to make themselves better. I mean, that's why Siva's an issue, but Nisus,
Yeah.
of course, is a Vex stronghold, possibly like one we've never seen before. Like this is like true deep Vex. I mean, it's from what they've said, this is close to being a Vex world mind. Nisus is planetoid.
So you're saying that we can find Athion's Pappy over there?
It's possible.
Yeah.
If we can find something much worse than the Vault of Glass on Nisus.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, Vault of Glass, the only reason, like, this, I think, was important was because Mars. Mars held Black Art. Let's see. What?
Well,
Io? Of course, he's
I-
going to be falling on Earth.
Io, Titan, Earth,
well, I don't know if
Nieces.
there's gonna be Fallen on Earth because
Oh.
the Fallen did retreat.
Nah, they're always going to. I mean, because the European. There's a line, I think, from Rahul that states that there was actually fallen on Earth pre-collapse,
Yes.
like just before the collapse. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if he says it was in Europe or not, but I think the speculation is that it was Europe at the very least.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that we're going to be facing Fallen in Europe, like probably a house we've never heard of, or
think-
maybe the House of Kings.
So we can toss the idea out the window that we'll get a new character like the Elixni to play as.
No,
that's not gonna happen.
I wouldn't throw that out.
Really?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's impossible, because at the same time, like the way D2 opened, like this is actually completely off the cuff. I hadn't thought about this yet until you just mentioned it. So this is all off the cuff, but with Gary coming in and sealing the trap, like the first thing he does, other than screw up the tower, is send out the ship, plugs into the Traveler, we get disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
It could very well be that seeing us disconnected, this might be an enemy of my enemy is my friend type deal. It's like maybe the Elixni see us as more of an ally because the Elixni want the Traveler for themselves too.
I agree with you, but then I disagree because in the trailer we were fighting the Fallen, and one of the trailer.
That, and we also know that like, Fallen can segment though, because Varix himself is House Judgment, but he's most loyal to House Judgment and making sure House Judgment survives in some way.
Mm-hmm.
The Splicers, which was a subgroup of the Devils, actually segmented away from everybody, getting people from every house to join them in their goal of saying, screw the Traveler, we found the answer.
Well,
So, I mean,
the
it
Siva
could be-
Fallen will be in D2. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off. Yeah.
No problem. Because trust me, I got a lot. There's gonna be a lot of talking for me.
Well, I just have a question since we're on this lore part.
Go ahead.
What are they going to do with all the other planets? We have Mars, we have Venus, the Reef, because Gaul clearly got past all of that and came straight to Earth. So what are they going to do with all those other planets that we currently have, and how is that going to fit into the lore? Are they going to blow them up?
I
Like,
don't
that's just a
know.
question
I'm
I
not
have.
gonna blow them up. I think we'll probably visit some older planets because, I mean, if you look at that map, there's a lot of room on that map. I mean, there's just like a half of that map that's actually being occupied. So I'm thinking that we are going to revisit some planets. I don't think the Reef, like this is my also speculation, is I don't think the Reef was affected by Gaul's attack because it was Marasov that intercepted the House of Wolves when they went to attack Earth. But with Marasov missing, as far as we know still, I don't think the Reef would get... basically, the current Reef would probably let bygones be bygones and let him pass without any of the former leadership in charge. But... So I don't agree, because I know there's a rumor that, the Reef is destroyed or whatever, like getting to us, but I personally don't agree with that. But, again... I'm just a dude that plays a video game way too much.
I'm glad you said that. Now, since you're playing the game, do you want to pay for all those other planets again? Mars and Venus. Just for them to... You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean,
I would like to only if, like, okay, there's new legion of enemies, or if, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Oryx's wife, or more daughters, or his cousins,
Sisters.
wise up, whatever,
Sisters.
whoever. Look, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, we know about Oryx's sisters, or are you talking about Oryx's sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, or sisters.
Oryx's sisters, his nephews, his nieces. I mean,
The
his whole family, his grandma. You don't know until it happens, right? You're like, shoot, I didn't really knew, and just probably not a lore person, that, Crota had a guy. I thought he was a bastard. But, they can make up anybody, and they just basically, one person took over Mars, the other person. Or, or maybe, just maybe, the Cabal and, what's the new thing called, Red Legion?
The Red Legion.
Yeah, Red Legion.
Maybe they don't like each other. I don't know. Maybe they're enemies. And, Vala's Sumarak, I'm just making this shit up. It's like,
I like that, though.
well, who the hell does Gaul think he is? That little bastard, petulant child. I don't want him dead, too. Or,
Go ahead.
or it's like, what? Yeah, good job, Gary. We'll finish him off from here. I don't know. I mean, but like if they have new enemies to fight, or enemies that has resurfaced but have a stronger force behind them, that'd be cool.
No,
I want to stick to Crota again.
Not
in his end.
Now the developers actually mentioned in the event that Gaul was raised to believe that the Red Legion will be the ones that take the Traveler's Light. That's why that thing.
That's why he's taking the Traveler.
Yeah,
he's not destroying us. He didn't destroy us first because he wants the Traveler. That's why the first thing he did, other than get us off, take the Vanguard, he just threw us off of he just made us took us off our footing.
Yeah.
So he can come in, seal off the Traveler, and it's like, this is mine now. Now you can go to hell.
So, is he just going to take the Traveler and run, or is he going to take the Traveler? I'm sorry. I guess the way I look at it is, if I'm supposed to be such a badass, and my name is supposed to be Gary, then I'm taking the Traveler and Viking style, killing your whole people.
That might be what we're stopping. I mean, we don't know.
Because you
do a
remember
good job
when we saw the first mission, it ended with, "This is where your journey ends." It goes dark, and this is where your journey ends. More than likely, you're going to wake up on the ground somewhere, or get found by Hawthorne.
Devs did say that after that happens, you're not able to turn the tower. You're not able to even walk.
You're stumbling.
You stumble. Which I always love those parts of video games that actually have you in such a weak state that you're just freaking stumbling around like you're not even yourself. Like they want to have you feel that you lost something. Because, well, you did.
This is almost like the Doctor Strange reference at the end. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Spoiler warning.
The very, very end. The end.
Oh.
The end. I mean,
Dormammu, I've come to make a bargain.
Oh,
Nope.
I'm
yeah.
gonna say that.
I come to make another one.
I'm sorry. I won't spoil it, but I will say that because that is like the most hilarious thing in the entire movie too.
Dormammu.
So, I just want to say really quickly, I did see a rumor out there that we will be returning to the Dreadnought. And if we do, that's huge because that's where the Cabal learned how to drain the Traveler's Light because Oryx had plans for that.
As we assume, I mean, I do, because I actually had a talk in Dan's stream, which I saw him in chat. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Because I had some discussion, like right after reveal, I had some discussion with him and some of the people he was running Kingsball with for somebody. But like I was on the stance that if Gaul knew about the Traveler from such an early age, chances are he knew already how. He probably already had a plan like in motion to do this thing he's doing. But I don't we don't know, like, one thing I did have to like come to basically to terms with is we don't know the time frame of the Lost Signal mission where the Cabal reach out and send out. It's like, hey, these guys have these paracausal capabilities. We can't keep them dead. They're wrecking us. Travelers here.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I mean, the only thing that supports me in that is perhaps like we already knew that from the Taken King that the Cabal that are in our system is an advanced scouting party. I mean, it's very possible that they weren't told of the Traveler, they weren't informed of these things, and they may have, like, it was their own personal chain of command that sent them on the mission to learn how to deal with us, because that, Vanguard, basically, just didn't know. Whereas Gaul's just sitting back, is like, oh, they found the Traveler. It's time for us to go. I mean, that's my thoughts.
You see, I had almost the same thought, but my thought was, what if the Cabal that we know is the vanguard of the Red Legion?
Could be.
Like this Gaul was like, they did this. Go.
Yeah.
Test
their
system. Power. I want to see. Yeah, if you find something, let me know. And we know that there was a transmission.
Because I mean, in real life, military does shady orders like that sometimes. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, plausible deniability.
Also saying that if it was sent to the Emperor's not going to send his entire army that's vast, like the Cabal has a vast army in the lore. He's not going to send them against paracausal fucking weapons. He's going to want to cripple that. You're not going to go against an enemy that has a guy who could throw nukes. You know what I mean?
But also, if they didn't already have a plan in action, or if they did already have a plan in action, where would they, how much does Gaul know? Mm-hmm. Like, how long has he been searching for the Traveler? Could he have been searching for the Traveler when the Elixni had it? Because we also don't know Cabal lifespan.
Yeah.
He could have been chasing the Traveler for a long freaking time.
Mm-hmm. I also believe, this may sound stupid, but I don't think the Cabal is going to be our main enemy in this game. You know how there's like a main enemy? Like, I think there's something bigger than this that we just don't know about yet.
It could be.
That's my theory.
A lot of like the promotional trailers, we did see things like we saw Vex that looked very different. We saw, I think we saw some Hive. Maybe?
We saw one Hive Knight.
Okay, we saw Hive Knight.
Everyone is saying he's a Hive Knight, but okay, it's a Hive Knight.
But
we can say this.
But we've seen a lot of like very different Vex than what we're used to. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it could be an entirely different submine because we know Vex are categorized and ruled by subroutines basically, and each classification of Vex we fight is an entirely different subroutine of Vex. So I mean, could be another subroutine of Vex, but who knows how different they are? Sure, they look like minotaurs and they look like goblins, but what else? We haven't seen like the extent of, are there new Vex? I mean, I hope so. I hope it's not just the exact same things again. But yeah, I mean, this is more information we need. Bungie, they fed us so much, but just like any Bungie reveal,
they gave us
so many more questions.
Yeah, they gave us
answers.
they gave us just enough to go. Man, I'm really fucking hungry. And then the restaurant's like, we're closed. We're out.
Sorry,
guys.
we're out of food.
See you later.
Yeah, closed. See you in the summer. But my sandwich.
Yeah. I just had the crust. Give it back. Next slide. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Since we went off on that tangent, Biz, next slide, brother.
Biz, next slide.
Business.
Oh, there you go. Okay, he's moving.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, and this is the heavy, aggressive, high damage, high recoil for a grenade launcher. It's like, what?
It makes sense. It's going to have high recoil. It shoots a fucking grenade.
Yeah, I know. But as you notice, like, grenade launchers have the same, and sadly my phone still had its interface up when I snapped this screenshot, but we see that grenade launchers are categorized much like rocket launchers, with blast radius, velocity, blah, blah, blah. 7 rounds per minute. And we do see a returning perk here with automatically reloads a portion of the magazine when critically wounded. So, there's that. Next slide. Alright, so this is the map. Honestly, I can't remember why I snapped this, but this is the map. I don't know where it is, though. I assume it's Earth.
European Dead Zone, for sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is.
Because if you look down... go ahead. If you look down, you can see the Scorched Plateau, Colony, you know. Mm-hmm. That seems very earthy in terms.
But where's there a lava field on Earth? Lava flows. I mean, unless like Siva Fallen are there.
Touche. I don't know.
But like I said, I just don't know exactly where that is. It could be earthy because it does have things. It could be Io, considering it's Artifact's Edge. But but I did want to make mention, like Bungie may have gotten inspiration from another game about how their map works. Like, considering they said that you can start any activity from patrol. You can start any activity from patrol, and you can essentially fast travel from one place to another without ever having to go to orbit. This sounds a lot like it's working like the Division in terms of map. Because in Division, you walk up to a mission, and you can start it right there from the mission's entry point. You can actually start a mission, weigh the crap on the other side of the map, and fast travel to the mission. But that's what I'm assuming that it's going to work like. But another thing that the devs mentioned that we can't forget is the fact that public event times are built into the map now. Mm-hmm. They're going to tell you where they are and when they are.
Which might be those blue marks with the little yellow with the
orange.
It
might be the circles here. Yeah, it might be the circles around some of these locations. And like a lot of this might be like the sword marks could be like missions of things, and perhaps or these other markings. I mean, I don't know, because the sword markings do look like current mission icons. And there's that green there. Holy crap! Maybe that's a strike. Crap, I don't know. But there's going to be a lot of interesting things. There's a lot of things I can't wait for, like finding out what the crap a Lost Sector is.
Isn't that the Lost Sector symbol?
I don't know.
The green one? Isn't that what that was?
I don't know. Because trust me, that's not good resolution.
Very true.
That's like way too small, and if we zoom in, we're probably still not going to get much of an idea.
Yeah, it's still
like gets really blurry. Thanks, YouTube.
But I do have a question about this map. Does this world big enough for you guys? Does this map look pretty big?
Wait, based off the images?
Yes, based off images.
Yeah.
Does this?
I think it's fine.
It looks at
Like
least
the
the
size.
size. I mean, we don't know about the scaling, but it does at least look roughly the size of like the Dreadnought map.
Mm-hmm.
Which the Dreadnought wasn't small. It's just that the only thing I didn't like about Dreadnought is the fact that they kind of implemented the No Sparrow thing, and that made it seem so much larger.
Yeah.
But the Dreadnought wasn't small. Like I say, it could be scaled differently, and this could actually be twice the size that we're expecting. But from its current size, I don't think it's that small.
Okay.
This could also be one area. This could also be like the I guess the rocket yard, if we want to use Destiny 1 term. This could just be the rocket yard, and then anywhere else you could travel to a different instance, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible this is a section of the map, or maybe just the European Dead Zone, and then you can go over to the Cosmodrome. I mean, I don't know, or they can actually have multiple new subsections. Like, oh, here's Cosmodrome here, but now you got to go over, or like IOs. Like, well, you can go into this area, or you can hop over and choose this area. Sort of how like they divided. The Cosmodrome from the Plaguelands, but now they're probably separating. I mean, that's highly possible.
Next slide, or
yes,
any more? Okay.
Why did I take this image?
Because it's
I remember
cool.
why I took this image. No, look at that hand cannon.
Is that the free will?
No, well, I don't know, but that
Monarchy
is a new Monarchy hand cannon.
Yeah.
We that might be some kind of confirmation that our factions are still alive, because he is carrying what doesn't look like any current or previous that I know of new Monarchy weapon. Because it does resemble free will, but it doesn't look
looks
exactly
black though. It looks black.
Oh no, it's red.
Oh, okay.
It's like a deep red, but yeah, it's definitely red. That might be that might be my phone screenshot. These screenshots were taken on a phone.
Yeah,
it's kind of a deep red.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I saw that and I kind of freaked because it's like I said, this could be confirmation that we actually still have our factions. Which I legitimately want to see how they react to this crisis, you know? Like, where's New Monarchy? Like, with the Traveler taken out of commission, where's Dead Orbit? Where's New Monarchy? Where's Future War Cult? What's going to be their game plan once the stuff hits the fan?
Well, Future War Cult's like, hey, we're gonna rise up and kill the mans. Dead Orbit's like, leave me alone, God. And then New Monarchy's, I still have hope. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Am I right?
you actually are right. Yeah, I give you that one. You don't know lore, but you're pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much. Except for New Monarchy's like, we're still going to take charge.
Yeah, we're still in charge. This is us.
We're more noble than thee. Pinky up.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, that's why I took that screenshot, because that's a nice little tidbit of information.
I really see the factions trying to like take control now. Like,
oh yeah, New Monarchy for
sure.
New Monarchy is definitely going to spin it to try and take control. Dead Orbit, I'm thinking, might see it as it's time to get out. Bye.
What's the next image?
So yeah, next. Oh crap! I left that in there.
Smash.
We already. Yeah, we know Smash is back. I'll be talking about that links as well. So next slide.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. What is the Dreg wearing?
Purple. Oh my God, purple.
What's that?
Well, it's hard to tell because it could be a tatter of a house sign, but they're wearing purple. Is not House of Kings purple?
I thought it was.
Buster, help me.
No, I thought they were yellow.
No, Kings are yellow.
Yeah,
so
Kings are yellow.
So we don't have a purple Fallen House.
Ooh.
So this is definitely a new Fallen House. Wow. So it's a good thing I left this image in.
There is speculation that the Queen's brother is going to take control of a fallen house or the House of Kings.
What, just like his sister did?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, wolves
what
were
if-
under the Queen's orders for a time.
Purple's House of Wolves.
Purple's wolves?
Purple's House of Wolves.
I thought wolves were different blue.
Winter's blue, Judgment's green, Kings are like a yellowish teal, yellowish beige. Teal is House Exile, purple's wolves, red is devils.
Oh,
So this is wolves. So they may have actually found.
a cow.
They may have found a servitor and a Kel again.
Oh,
Queen's
hell.
brother.
And it's probably in the European Dead Zone because that's where the House
Or
of
they
Wolves.
could be like the lost the broken house on the moon, and they're still scrapping by without a leader.
But hold on. Let me ask you about this theory, Jay. If it was indeed the Queen's brother, then that means that we're no longer cool with the Queen and her people, or the brother just decided to go AWOL and go off the chain and say, I want to be a Kel of Kells.
I don't think Aldrin liked us anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, Aldrin didn't like us anyway.
No.
So I wouldn't be
He didn't care for us.
surprised if we have to fight him.
Yeah, he might blame us for what happened to Mara.
Yeah.
Hey, don't blame me. She called the Harbingers. We can't do that.
But yeah, that's good on that bit. Holy crap! Like I said, I took this because it's like, oh my god, Smash gonna be in. This is before all the gameplay crap came out.
Okay. All right. Next image, right?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. And this is, I thought it was a Titan Dash ability, but it turns out this is the
Juggernaut flow.
this is the in-cast, like after Fist of Havoc is activated, this is the in-cast after image. This is what he looks like, because as we know now, with the gameplay and stuff coming out, Fists of Havoc, as it's called now, is a roaming super.
That's scary as hell.
He's also super strong in
The video
in
clip.
the Time Force, in the Speed Force, just to let you know.
Yeah,
White Lightning super fast.
The video I'll show you will alleviate some of that terror.
I'm just worried about like the area of effect. Like I can't
It's
think.
much smaller.
I
It's like this big.
I got a video. I got a video.
Okay.
That's the video that's the video in the drive. Like
Okay.
one of them.
So move on.
Oh, yeah. And this was a Smash. So next, I thought I'd leave these. I did not. Okay, interesting thing. We see a dodge, like a roll dodge, but I haven't seen one of the gunslingers rolls because the gunslingers do have what people are calling a combat roll, but the one I've seen is not a roll. The one I've seen is like a short dash. But yeah, that was like my speculation there. So, I mean, you know, having to dodge freaking laser beams or arc energy Vexy beams, what the crap ever they are.
And this is probably from the strike, the new strike that they announced.
This is trailer footage.
Yeah.
Like, all this I actually screenshotted out of from the various trailers and the reveal itself. But I do think so. I haven't watched the strike because, nah.
Okay, we'll go to the next one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, and yeah, this is another thing that we've discovered. Striker Titans have walls that they can put up.
But this is the shorter wall where you can shoot over, right?
Yeah, they have there's a choice that Striker Titans can make. It's either a half wall that you can put up and use as cover, or this half cover, it's like he puts it up. You can use the cover system that apparently is still going to be in D2. Mm-hmm. You can pop over it. You can shoot. Once you stop aiming and duck behind that cover, your weapon reloads.
So can I just say that this is actually going to make Guerrilla Fighter much more useful now?
If
Yeah.
Guerrilla Fighter is still in the game,
Yeah.
this would make it useful.
Like I'm
Because you have mobile half cover at all times. Oh, not all times. Probably about like nearly a minute cooldown on these classities. I think they're being called.
What was the okay? So okay, we'll get into it later. Okay, never mind. But there's also another wall that's bigger that just protects you in general.
Yeah.
Yes, you cannot shoot through that. It's basically a quarter, roughly, of a defender bubble that a striker just put up and blocks off an area.
Also-
Defender.
Also,
You cannot move through the full shield, and you cannot shoot through the full shield.
and the
It is
quarter,
actually a physical obstruction.
same with the quarter shield too, right? You can't
No,
move.
but
I
that.
believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, like you said,
Considering
it
it
on
is
the ground.
felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
So then let me go ahead.
No, go ahead, Biz. I'm just. You,
No, finish your thought because I got a question that's off.
Des, look at the harpy color. The tendrils are
Yeah,
purple.
purple tendrils.
Is
yeah.
that what color they normally are?
Usually they're reddish, I think.
Okay,
but this
so
could be
a subroutine.
environment. This could be environmental lighting though. So
True. Okay.
because I mean, there's a lot of like environmental lighting that does funky things to things like in most. I think hive things like there's this orangish glow that red tends to make. So I mean, they look like standard harpies besides the tendril color. So I don't know if that's signifying anything or if that's or what.
Well, we were just saying, different subroutines. Maybe that's how they can just,
Yeah.
the different ones.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. Or maybe these are harpies that do something we don't know yet. Maybe they convert into missiles and
Bomb us.
come at you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like exploiter thrall.
yeah,
Exploiter
I mean,
harpies.
you know.
So when I first saw this, I couldn't help but to think of Halo a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was,
the newer that didn't they have a grenade in 4 that became a wall?
I don't remember. I don't know. I didn't play the game. I just seen like footage and stuff. And I thought it was pretty cool. I did have one question about the shields though. Is it time based as far as how long the shield is up, or is it damage based like Reinhardt?
I believe there is a. I do believe they have health because as you notice, like some of the gameplay I looked through, when they first pop, they look pristine, but as they get shot at, they start to crack.
Okay.
So they have no viewable health, but they might have a condition in which, I mean, I haven't seen them run out, but I've possibly seen like one half cover used and get shot like too much because they used it as cover. It started cracking. They got up. They turned it for another engagement. And by the time they turned back, the half cover was gone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know for sure if it's I don't know if it's that or not.
I'm curious to see how these not this quarter wall where you can duck and shoot, but the bigger wall. I would like to know how much damage it has against supers. Can you one shot with a goalie gun or a dawn blade, or does it require multiple? How strong is it? Because that would determine if it will be considered OP or not, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, trust me, that's like on a long list of things to test out. Like me and Converse have already been talking. It's like as soon as we're capable, we're going into whatever private match or whatever and testing a lot of this crap out. A lot.
I just want to say this. I don't know if you guys heard, but private matches will not be in the game as soon as it launches.
I don't think I've heard from is Mr. Fruit saying that he didn't hear from any confirmed source about that, but he has heard the same thing.
Yeah,
so I'm still waiting
on Twitter. Tweeted that I think last night or this morning, saying that but they are working towards something that's better than private matches.
Oh,
like
custom
what?
match, sure.
Custom.
I don't know. Or maybe esports. Competitive play. So
yeah.
No, Destiny will not be ready for esports in the MLG.
Especially
think
so
it
far as
is.
you know, as a team-based shooter,
Ah,
it already was.
will be.
It was borderline ready in D1. I mean, look at the competitive, like just the small market that it has now. I mean, it has the tournament scene still has a huge following. Mm-hmm. Private matches only made it that much easier.
yeah, but if you're talking about MLG esports and money's involved, then Destiny 2 would have to be that PvP aspect would have to be totally revamped to what we're not used to seeing. And I'll be.
And you think it's not?
Not to the point where I think it would be monetized for esports. No,
I mean,
for
trust
player
me,
experience, yes, but not like okay, damn, this could definitely get into MLG.
I mean, trust me, I've got a lot more PvP knowledge and about things I've seen. I mean, I have a lot.
Well, let's go. Next slide.
Yeah. Next slide. I mean, we can definitely discuss that because PvP. Oh yeah, and swords are in the game still. I mean, we knew that, but image. Awesome. Like Titan meeting a cabal with swords. Swords back in the game. Confirmed.
I just want to know, what are those?
That's a
He's
sword.
blades.
He's 2 swords.
Can I have one?
Probably not.
Okay.
That's as big. That's as big as that Titan. That blade is as big as the Titan.
And
I mean, he could probably use it, but it's Destiny. They give cool stuff to enemies and don't let us do. Maybe in Destiny 3, we'll be able to use it.
next image.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that was the tweet. The fact, of course, I thought it was big news. The fact that somebody made confirmation that there are no one-hit abilities outside of supers and outside of power ammo. And the fact that Lard Spaken did not disagree. He agreed. No more one-hit sticky nades.
Yeah.
And I saw that in action in one of the videos. The dude got stuck dead in the face with a Warlock sticky nade.
Mm-hmm.
It broke his shield and it got him to, absolute, but it didn't kill him outright. Sticky nades are fightable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Bungie.
Next slide.
All right, so this is one of the videos. This is the hunter roll that I saw. This footage was minorly ripped off of Mr. Fruit with no audio, so...
What?
Is this going to get us pulled?
No, it's not going to get us pulled. It's not enough to get us pulled or tagged or anything. Because that's it.
Oh, that was so cute. That little spit, that was so cute.
Yeah,
Aw.
that's also the spin that reloads your whatever gun you're holding.
Did it reload?
Yeah.
It reloads whatever gun you're holding.
It's also trackable. It's also more trackable too, which is
It's
nice.
highly more trackable. It's definitely more fair. I mean, he wasn't out of ammo when he did it.
Oh, okay.
He actually did it aggressively, so he always had the 6 shots there. But here we'll probably be able to see.
Ooh, that fusion rifle though.
Oh yeah, I've heard the fusion rifle's nasty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's not like using it
No,
out
he
of
wasn't
ammo.
using
He
it,
actually
yeah.
used it more. He was using it more aggressively there, but that's the shade step I keep hearing about. This combat roll that reloads. That is definitely that one. I don't know if the other one's more of a roll, like I've heard, or not, but that's that one. So yeah, you can call it cute if you want, but a hunter will be able to burst you down with that.
Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
just it's less frustrating than the shade step we have now. You can track.
I mean,
that
that's
at
true,
least.
but let's say I start an engagement on you. I get enough hits to make you critical, but I'm out of ammo. I do that roll. Yeah, you can get a couple shots on me, but I'm probably going to win the engagement because all of a sudden my weapon's full again.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, there's that.
You're speaking as a hunter as well. You haven't seen any of the other stuff. We don't know what the other classes have. So, but I mean, I dig it. It's like I said. It's,
And, I mean,
that fusion rifle though. Ooh.
I know. That range is
Yeah.
Saladin-esque. I mean, and he got bursted down almost from full with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
I
you
have
got
a,
muted.
so I have a
there's no-
question. Then. So what I do question is, okay, as an opposing guardian, and you do that spin, is it effective like a shade step where I'm missing my shots, or am I still able to hit?
Oh,
This
you can probably
is
still
not
tank
shade
'em.
step.
You can probably still. hit
And
'em.
as far as Subcult said in the chat, who said that you do have to reload your gun, no, there is literally a roll that reloads your gun for you.
No, he says you have reload while you spin.
While you spin,
He's saying. It's
Oh, I'm
confirmed.
sorry. I read that entirely wrong. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Oh, I'm sorry, Sub. I'm sorry. But again, it says so in the subclass that it reloads your gun, so I don't know why Briar would have to confirm that, but alright. Next video. This first part, I love Bungie so much for this change.
Should I just play it?
Yeah.
Play it. Y'all see that? Pause it. Did y'all see that?
There's a grenade icon on the screen.
Nope. Lightning grenades.
No.
No,
That is a lightning nade that was planted on a wall.
Mhm.
So yeah, the first half of this video is that. But yeah, look at that. Lightning nades have to prime now.
Yeah.
They have the same priming animation as a trip mine. And now, as you can see, there is a clear animation of its damage cone.
Oh yeah.
And exactly when it's active, what it's damaging. There's a clear animation of that, of how to get away. This dude wasn't even using it, but he knew, or he could have known, like, from anywhere, that thing is activating. I need to get out of Dodge, because that's a lightning aid. Thank you, Bungie.
But you can also see where it's at on your. There's like that little the grenade.
Either okay, and
It's always, but that's
just
cool.
right
That's
on
been there.
your screen now. Can that help you? When they two burst you, and the time that it even takes to activate, they can already two burst you right now without a clear damage animation.
Yeah, that's cool.
It almost looks like it's sparkling rain too.
I actually like that change a lot. 'Cause
Dude, I
hate
love that change, 'cause
lightning
that's
with a
my-
passion. I
that's
hate
my-
lightning nades.
Okay, here it comes. Here it comes.
Mhm.
Okay, this is him using the full cover. Titan comes in. Look at that distance. If you can back up and pause, like right after the first smash happens, that distance, I've been in this perspective before. That
You're
distance
dead.
right now,
You're Destiny 1.
Mm.
You're
Oh, yeah.
dead.
you're dead.
You're
Yeah.
dead.
That smash
Oh,
has
yeah.
killed you in D1.
Yeah.
I know because, like I said, I've been in those eyes.
We played Mayhem Clash last week. We know what smashes look like.
I've been in those eyes, but that is your kill range.
Look at your
Now, I do believe it did touch him a bit,
Yeah.
but he is nowhere. It did not even hurt. Okay, it did touch him a bit because he was at full health. So yeah, he actually got hit by it. So he is on the out. He is in the outer edge of the smash.
Look at the area of effect.
I mean, the area of effect is one thing. Like the animation is one thing, but this is kill range in D1.
Yes, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. But this is no longer smash kill range. That is like like a third of smash kill range. Smash is going to be so much more manageable.
Control.
Just purely because they've practically, other than making it a roaming super, they've gimped Smash.
So they nerfed the area, the circumference, the area effect of Smash. But I guess my question is, okay, I'm thinking as a Dawn Blade, I'm hovering over you, I'm throwing Phoenix, blasts at you. Can you jump and shoulder charge while you're in the Fists of Havoc and be effective?
Don't know.
Shoulder
In fact,
charge is not in the build that they
Huh?
Oh, shoulder charge is actually in the build.
It's in the build.
It was?
Yeah.
Yes, you can shoulder charge
Oh,
or
I didn't know that. I
slam.
apologize.
No, not in the super. Shoulder charge is still an unlockable ability.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
but what I'm saying
No,
is that
the
you-
shoulder, but there's a different shoulder charge in super.
Yes,
That's different. But there is shoulder charge still in the Striker Titan kit.
Okay.
But what I
It's
wanna
in
know is-
it's in the section that was sealed off during play. So it says, it needs like an ability unlock item, but there's still no clue on how like the subclasses actually work completely. But shoulder charge is still in the kit, and literally, this is the first time, and this video was the time I've seen a fist actually kill. Because I actually watched Luminosity. I watched him play Striker, and Lumi is freaking a god in Destiny. He whiffed his initial smash on a person, and then he just went out and like got a 3-piece just off the shoulder charges. But this is how I've seen it used. I never got a clear view of what can it do. Now, from other information that I've gotten, you can basically whiff 3 smashes. You have a total of 3 smashes,
Yeah.
and it's done.
Okay,
But
so
there's
it's
a-
not OP.
Yeah, there's a part of the build that once you get a kill, actually it's part of both Dawnblade and Striker build, that if you get a kill in your super, it extends your super time. And here's another thing. I was watching Luminosity do his deified thing in Destiny and just wreck and murder everybody. Guess how many supers he had in one game?
5?
How many?
1. Super energy takes forever to get in D2, at least in the current build.
It's a universal cooldown now because there's no
Yeah,
more.
It's a
intellect
universal
discipline.
intellect discipline aren't a thing. They're all universal cooldowns. There are still armor perks though, that will modify cooldowns, but that's it. Everyone has the same cooldown timers for melee, grenade ability, or class ability, and super. And super energy, trust me, I think this is why they made Smash a roaming super, because they're making supers hard to get, but they're making it worth it. Because the tactical application of a Smash now, let's say you're in a control game mode. I know it's 4v4, but let's say in your control game mode, you have a person on A, you don't know what you're up against, you have a super, you could smash that point. Mm-hmm. Then you have your teammates clean up that point, because then you can actually run off and start shoulder charging the opposing team. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's just the applications. It's both. It's a defensive start, but all of a sudden you can go on the offensive with this super. And in something like this, which is an elimination game mode, which is their new game mode, was Countdown.
Countdown
was the name of it. It's an elimination style. Which another thing to talk about is in these elimination styles, you can only revive one person.
Yeah, you have revive tokens.
Because notice in the bottom right corner, the empty circle there's a ghost token icon if you can revive somebody. But as soon as you revive one person, it's gone. You're done. Once a round, you can revive one person. And let me tell you, if this is the same change that they do in something trials, dude, that's massive. If one revive is all you get, that in itself is going to change this game so much. And the fact that like I said, somebody like Luminosity, which he was able, I think he went 19-3 on his Gunslinger video, and he was able to barely get 2 supers in a match with 19 kills.
So how long does it take to charge a super?
Forever. I mean, we don't have any hard numbers of an exact like idle thing, but like I said, somebody that's good in PvP and can go off.
Hold on. What did he just do?
Oh, that's a new emote.
No. Oh, he jumped up. Okay.
He jumped up.
Oh yeah.
I got scared. I was like, what?
Yeah, he actually jumped, but and part of the tree is actually there's like a death from above type part of the tree. I can't remember if it's active or inactive tree, but yeah, it's like you gain more damage the longer that the smash is active in the air. Very weird.
Was that the last one? But Des?
Yeah, that was the last video in that. Like I said, general PvP, like I said, supers take for freaking ever to charge in this game. This is not D1. Supers are going to be nasty. Me and Converse actually saw in some videos that scout rifle that this guy is using. There's another thing I actually wanted to cover. The scout rifle that this guy is using was doing 52 to the head. He shot a Dawn Blade in active super, and he was doing like 21 to the head, I believe. 20-something to the head. So active supers right now are still looking at a rough 50% damage reduction, which is exactly what they are now. Is that they are 50% damage reduction. I know Dado has reported that there's going to be a new layer to the Crucible in the fact that if you have a weapon with a matching element to the super you're trying to take down, you're actually going to do extra damage while they're in super.
Hold on. I do have a quote from a Bungie dev on that.
Is there any more images?
I'm just trying to pull it up now. Oh wait, no. So the exact quote was.
Oh, for those pictures, that's the primary ones. Let me reopen these images. You go ahead and Jay. Let's go check some things.
So the quote is: any type of energy damage will deal bonus damage to enemy supers. Grenades and melee count too. You do not have to match damage types. So
if you use your energy slot, it does extra damage against supers as opposed to using your kinetic slot.
Okay.
Okay, I did.
That's more generous than I thought it'd be.
Generous.
Let's see. This imager is a couple of the exotics. So
you posted a party?
No, I think there's one of them I do want you to. The very first one, I believe, is some armors, and we can get like a view of some like the armors and such. At 1:38 a.m. No, like I said, no. Like I said, you can. It's in our Discord at 1:38. The first imager I posted.
Okay.
Also, be sure to check out the RngCast YouTube because this seems to be a very visual episode this week, and we apologize for that.
It's visual.
But you can
I'm trying to like explain as much as I can, but it's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to actually say. Like ranges, like the Smash bit. It's hard to.
It's the
hard to show.
It's the RngCast podcast. You can look us up there. We don't have a custom URL just yet.
Yeah, but yeah, some of the armor stuff that I found was very interesting. Like many people know, there's no intellect strength. There's no discipline. Those abilities are on a universal cooldown. Mm-hmm. Certain armors do have the capabilities of perk selections to reduce some cooldowns. We don't know exactly how much, and we don't know like that how common they'll be or whatnot. Armors do have interesting perks on them, just in general. But armors is where you're getting your armor, agility, and recovery now. It's not in your subclass anymore. It is actually attached to the armor you collect. So that stuff is not subclass dependent. That stuff is now on your armor. So your subclass is literally going to be where your abilities come from.
I have again on the screen for those who just joined some of the images that we've talked about and discussed.
But yeah, that's about it that we really have to show. There was on Reddit, if I can actually find that link real fast. There was on Reddit somebody that actually typed up. Trust me, I had about a dozen and a half other screenshots, legitimately. But somebody on Reddit typed up the contents of each subclass.
Dawnblade for the win.
Well, it's what we know.
Look, that shit looks cool as hell.
Okay, here we go. So I'll read these off. So this is information about Dawnblade, about Striker, and about the Gunslinger, because that's what they showed off during the event. So Dawnblade, Super, Daybreak, of course, we saw what that is, weave solar light into blades and smite your foes from the skies, which is an amazingly epic way to put that. The grenades are your Sunsinger Warlock nades. Fusion nades, solar nades, firebolt nade.
Yeah, firebolts. I hope they do something with that. It was not really used. I'm surprised they actually put that in, to be honest.
My theory is that these new subclasses are actually replacing the element of the old subclass.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm just surprised that, with Firebolt being OP'd and then nerfed to the ground and now is no longer viable, that they would actually bring it back in the game.
Oh, if fusion nades don't one-hit you, what's different from a Firebolt? Firebolts become usable because... Wow. Fusion nades will make them weak, but fireballs are still deterrents, and solar nades are area control. But
so then that leads me to wonder if, regardless of what grenade you use, do they all dish out the same number of damage?
It's possible. It's possible that they made grenade damage universal, but I don't have any hard say-so for this. Like I said, I saw a fusion nade get stuck to someone's face and then just break their shield. Left them one hit, but it's possible that they could have gotten out of there and whatnot.
Yeah.
The jumps are also the same: control glide, balance glide, focus burst, which is height, better control. They have renamed like better control and like height and such. Third skill, which, like I said, I'm hearing is called class abilities. Apparently, from what this is saying, has a 55-second cooldown. Dawn, whatever the crap I just said, blades, have a choice of a healing rift. Conjures a well of light that continuously heals those inside. And when they say continuously, trust me, they say continuously. I did see footage of this, and it's not a strong enough heal. Like, if you gang up 2-on-1, you'll probably still be able to take them down in Rift. But it's a pretty strong heal. It's like a pretty strong heal, and it stays on the ground for like 8 seconds. So I mean, it's a pretty massive thing.
I like to compare that to Soldier 76 in Overwatch.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like to compare it to that.
I'm gonna be all over that mess.
But here's another reason why I don't think defenders, like specifically defenders, are going to quite survive, like coming back, and the fact that they're more embodied in Sentinels is the fact that the second choice is an empowering rift for Warlocks. And they conjure a well of light that increases the attack power of those inside it. This is basically your weapons of light. And I like the fact that because with the way that PvE is set up right now in Destiny, like in-game raid stuff, you pretty much rely on a defender, at least one. Because of protection and because of the damage benefits. But right now, as we've seen it, we basically have that role divided between two different classes. If you want defense, now you need a Striker Titan. If you want the empowerment or healing, now you got to bring a Dawnblade. So I mean, I like the fact that they're creating a more specified, like, I don't want to say role, but kind of a need for having a variety of classes. We also see remnants of the Sunsinger in its melee abilities, which is called an attunement, apparently, a cluster of abilities like outside of your main ones. This one has Igniting Touch, which is a powerful melee ability that ignites enemies and causes them to explode, which right now Sunsingers have.
Yep.
Risen Angel. While in air, aim your weapon to place for a short time. We have that in Angel of Light. But this is different because it's saying dealing precision damage extends this effect's duration. I mean, I don't know why you would want to, but hey, you can do it.
You know what part bothers me the most that I wish is not necessarily mandatory to use, and that's the new Angel of Light, because you're a sitting duck, man, and I looked at some of these videos, and some of these man, they are nasty.
Dude, there might be a need for it. Not really a need, but there's at least possibly a get out for it. Because next to Skyfire, while Daybreak is active, Descend causes explosive damage where you land.
But that's outside of your super?
That's in super.
No, but what I'm saying is you have an Angel of Light where
wait. Because outside of super is Phoenix Dive. Hold circle while in air to quickly descend and regenerate health. So yeah, you might be sitting duck, but you're getting an angle on them, and if you're actually taking hits, as long as you're not one hit KO'd by a power weapon or an ability, you can get instantly, you basically dive down, touch down to the ground, and you heal.
Well, it's funny because I saw a couple of people, and maybe this is just, the lack of experience with the subclass. They just sat there and got shot at with auto rifles, and I was like, oh my god, Buster would have a field day.
I have a field day anyway.
That's most people using Angel of Light, period. I mean, come on, like, legitimately. But then we also have the abilities that they weren't able to use in that test, but having a few people, of course, that looked over this cluster of abilities that could not be unlocked. And for this tree, for Dawnbreak, we have Firestarter, a powerful melee ability that damages enemies while also increasing your movement speed and reload speed, which is akin to one of the Defender's disintegration effects. Then we have Wildfire. Engage your enemies mid-flight, fire weapons, and throw grenades while gliding. I don't really see the use of that myself. But that's me. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some amazingly godlike individual that like is doing a warlock floof and shooting you and killing you while he's floofing. Okay, and in this second tree has everlasting flames. Killing an enemy with daybreak extends its duration. I see that a lot in like a lot of trees. Just increasing your super's effectiveness when you get it. But Dawnblade Warlocks get Blazing Dash. Press circle while midair to dodge.
So that's like evade, right? Evade / shade stuff.
They basically have Twilight Garrison in a tree.
Yeah, in a tree.
Strikers, of course, have Fists of Havoc, which R2 to smash, or I'm sorry, R2 to slam, R1 to shoulder charge. They also get the exact same grenades that they had, Pulse, Flashbang, Lightning, and we saw how Lightning was changed. I can't say it enough. Thank you, Bungie, for that change. I've been complaining about that specifically for over a year. Thank you. Also, there's the change that Warlock Surfing and Titan Skating, not a thing anymore.
No,
Yeah, that's been tuned down.
I haven't seen why, but all I've heard is it's not a thing anymore.
Well, I guess because like Titans were like the heaviest class.
Oh, I know why. I know the why.
Okay.
I don't know how. Because trust me, I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Like me and Mercules
they move too fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me and Mercules were of the similar mind. Please take it out, and they have. So I'm sorry, Titans, but get grounded. And I use Titan Skating actually, so I mean, it's going to hurt me when I'm playing Titan too. So you're not alone. Their third skill, which is actually a 40-second cooldown, is Towering Barricade, which is a large barrier that can be used to cover or areas. That's the taller shield that we've seen. And then there's the Rally Barricade, which is a small barrier that allows you to peek over while aiming down the sights and instantly reloads your equipped weapon when you take cover. That's going to be so strong in a raid, let me tell you what. Like any encounter, like strike, a raid, whatever. That's going to be strong, man. Just being able to like reload just by ducking down for... And it's not a cooldown thing. It's like as soon as you duck down, before you even finish the animation of getting into place, your weapon is reloaded, so you can pop right back up. Their first attunement is the Code of Juggernaut tree, which knockout, breaking enemy shields increases your melee range. No cheer for excitement there. Titans may not have T-Rex arms.
They'll still have T-Rex arms.
I mean, it's going to increase, but it's not going to be that crazy.
I withhold my excitement to see what it is.
You're going to wait until you see this
I'm
extended
okay
version.
with T-Rex arms. I don't punch that much anyway, so it's fine with me. I'm like,
All right.
whatever.
So then they have Reversal, which is basically the current transfusion. Melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration. Frontal Assault, a powerful melee punch that grants you increased weapon stability. I don't understand the physics behind that, but, whatever. And then they have Trample. Fist of Havoc lasts longer while sprinting. Killing enemies with Fist of Havoc extends the duration.
That's scary as hell.
Not really. It's going to give you maybe an extra... I mean, that and legitimately, if someone good is using it, you're dead anyway. Because you have enough super to knock out at least 3 people with a shoulder charge. Like, comfortably, too. Like, from what I've seen from Luminosity, it's pretty comfortably. You can knock out 3 people from this activation, if you're good. If they dodge you, you're screwed. But, like, seeing, like, what I showed of the Smash range, that literally alleviated, like, all my fears of a roaming Smash super. I'm okay with it. Alright, so in this unnamed tree, the first thing listed is Shoulder Charge. After sprinting for a short time, press R1 to slam shoulder. So it's there, but I'm questioning its effectiveness. If no ability is going to one-hit KO, why are people going to use this when they have it in Super? I don't know. But then they have Aftermath, which kind of is the same thing as current Aftermath, but Fist of Havoc disorients enemies and leaves a damage-dealing field in its wake. So it kind of sounds like it's going to make Fist of Havoc a flash too, a flashbang.
Yeah. That's like when you said it. You're just going to be flashbanged inside, so you're going to get hit twice, basically.
Yeah. So, but then they have magnitude, increase the duration of pulse/lightning nades, and aftermath. So they're synergizing that with that. And then aerial strike, Fist of Havoc deals more damage the longer it is in the air. Okay. I mean, because that's going to be like a real risk reward, considering Smash is going to be like extremely dodgeable now. I mean, but we're going to have to figure out exactly what it's going to be. So that might be a risk reward. That might be more of a PvE tuned capability. Gunslingers, Golden Gun summons a flaming pistol that disintegrates enemies. And it fires more like a freaking
last word. It's the last word,
baby.
It fires last word. It's fanfired, and it's glorious to watch. It's great. I love the fact that they changed the animation. And they
took a page out of the kid's book.
Oh, dude, that trailer! I loved when Cade actually popped his golden gun and just pop, pop, pop. It's like, oh, thank you. Grenades, the same. I haven't seen anybody use trip mines. I've only seen people use swarm nades, so I can't comment on like trip mine effectiveness or changes or anything. Incendiary nades. We get our jumps. High jump is they renamed them high jump. Strafe jump is your aerial control, and then triple jump. The third ability, which is the dodge, and is apparently on a 17-second cooldown. Gambler's dodge. Dodging near enemies generates melee energy. Okay. Marksman dodge. Automatically reload your equipped weapon when dodging.
I'm not liking that one. It's gonna be OP as hell. Ha! Dodge! Dodge!
Are you having Kree flashbacks?
Yeah, I am. I'm not happy about it, man. To be honest, no.
So then we have Wave the Outlaw Tree, which opens up with bombs for bullseyes. Hits generate grenade energy. Thank you, Bungie. See all y'all want to complain about like Archstrider beforehand. Just wait till you hear this crap.
This right here had me like, wait a minute. So you can literally be killing a man. He's shooting at you. You're engaging gunfire. I still can't get over the dodge reload. But I'm not done. Guardian down. Like, what? That's going to be nerfed. I hope you can only do it once.
Oh, no. It's a 17-second cooldown.
Okay. Now I know. Double shake that.
No. You're not going to be able to use it back-to-back.
That'd be broken.
I can see that being toned down, like made a little bit on a longer cooldown. Because I don't think 17 seconds may be enough. But, that's just that thing. Okay, next is precision kills increases weapon reload speed for you and nearby allies. Actually makes that worth it now. Like, I see Chain of Woe a few times, but it doesn't say it stacks now. That kind of sucks. 6-shooter. Golden Gun can be fired up to 6 times, but has a shorter duration. Everybody hear that properly?
That was the last word. That's
6 times. 6 Golden Gun shots. But trust me.
Yeah, but you got to be quick.
That's a fast timer. That is a fast timer.
You got to literally. That's not. First of all, I'm glad because I was like 6. Oh shit, they're gonna wipe a whole team. But I saw how quick was. All right, cool. You're gonna be like, ha 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 ha. 5 minutes later, pow, pow, pow. But I tell you what, though, you know who would really appreciate the 6 Golden Gun shots? Garen. He'll dredge in you to hell. Pat, 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 pat.
As you're falling back, just
like.
Now there is also word that 6-shooter actually reduces the damage Golden Gun does. So some targets it doesn't actually kill. That's just what I've heard. There's no confirmation I've seen of that.
Mm-hmm.
Last ability, which, oh baby, I'm gonna love this. Explosive knife. Throw a knife at enemies that explode shortly after impact when melee energy is full.
Yeah, because I forgot they can't one-hit kill anymore.
You explode, though. You explode. You get hit and you explode. Explode. In the unreachable tree, there was line 'em up. Precision hits with golden gun increases its damage and extends its duration. Everybody hear that?
Yeah, I heard
The
it.
fact that golden gun now is tracking precision hits, apparently?
It's
Because there's also this. Precision hits with golden gun generate orbs of light for your allies, which is the next ability, which is crowd please.
so then that leads me to believe that Daz, answer this question. With a tether, how many enemies can you grab with a single bullet once?
I don't know. I've seen, 8, 9? Something like that?
Okay, but as far as the maximum number of orbs you can get from a tether of enemies,
6.
what? 6. So I would imagine that 6 precision
But
shots
you know what this is. You know what this is for.
PvE.
This is completely a PvE thing.
Yeah.
This allows the gunslinger to focus damage on the boss and not actually be a greedy piece of crap for doing it.
They'll still be greedy as hell. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, it feels bad as a gunslinger. It's like you're saving your super to do, like, especially with like a Nighthawk or something, you're saving your super to take down boss health, but you're not contributing to the team. But now, you can actually, just make sure you line up a precision hit with that golden gunshot. There's orbs for your teammates as if you killed a person. So you can just use golden gun whenever and just do damage. And then there's Gunslinger's Trance, which is next, was enter trance with each precision kill, reducing the cooldown of your golden gun. And then this tree has knife juggle to knife at enemies with melee energy is full. A precision kill with this ability immediately recharges it, which is already in the tree. So that's like the current trees of what we can see.
So, you guys like the way the skill trees look like now? Like the UI of it?
Hilariously, it actually looks like early tree guys from pre-alpha Destiny.
Yeah, it does. This whole, but I'm not gonna say the whole game, but a lot of the UI.
Oh, especially
does look
because it's like I've told
D1.
Yeah, it's like I've told people, if you look at the early like some of the first E3 showing of D1, they actually had a weapon layout very similar to what they're using now, because they had somebody with like an auto rifle and they had a hand cannon in the secondary, and then they had a heavy weapon.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is hilarious that it took them 4 years, but now it looks like we're actually getting the Destiny they planned 6 years ago.
I do have a question for you guys. I don't know if this would completely take us off topic, but how, after watching that reveal, how do you guys feel about this game so far with everything that we know? Like,
Get your ponchos out. Get your ponchos out. Buster got it. Get your ponchos
do
out.
you guys feel like it's a true sequel or more of like a Destiny 1.5?
First off, do you remember what show you're on? Going off topic is what we do,
I know,
baby.
right?
This is
I
what
know,
we
I
do.
know. I
But-
do know some people hate going off topic, but
I
it's
know.
okay.
I will answer this first, because as a lot of our listeners will know, I was in kind of a crisis state before. I was questioning whether I was even going to really enjoy this game because of I was skeptical of whether Bungie would deliver on a lot of things.
I was too.
So I was actually crisis like, I mean, I pre-order. They're going to have to do something incredible just to even make me want the game. That was my stand, what, a month ago? Roughly, at least?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. It was like 2 weeks ago. It wasn't even a month ago. It was like 2 weeks ago you said that.
After this reveal, and after this information through, with everything that I know so far, I'm getting this game. I'm getting it. For sure. Am I going to pre-order it right now? If I had the money, I would have already. But I am still saving a little bit more for the beta. But from that reveal, I do feel that the Crucible is going to change completely. You cannot go into the Crucible of D2 and expect to do D1 stuff. In fact, you can already see that happening from this reveal footage. Luminosity himself tried to do the scummy Titan thing and toss a lightning nade on the wall of somebody being revived. But guess what? It worked. Because A, the prime time, and B, he was able to get out of dodge before the first burst. Or between the bursts. I mean, you can't do your normal tricks and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a completely different Crucible experience. It's small team format. It's 4-4. And also, I didn't make the point on the dude scout rifle, which I have to backtrack a little bit. That was a Jade Rabbit style scout rifle he was using. Jade Rabbit right now has a cut time to kill at 0.8 seconds. But in D2, that scout rifle only did 52 to the head. Jade Rabbit right now does 83 to the head.
Mm-hmm.
It gives it an extra shot. It needs a 4 headshot now instead of 3. That bumps its time to kill to 1.2 seconds.
Everybody said that the time to kill is way slower. They say,
but I know exactly.
Yeah.
Again, I know with this weapon exactly how much slower. If this type of scout rifle is still competitive at 1.2 seconds, this is a time to kill we're not familiar with. Mm-hmm. If anything has a 1 second time to kill, it's labeled garbage. I'm looking at you, Focused Fire Suros. I'm looking at you. But if all of a sudden 1.2 seconds becomes competitive, this opens up to so much more. This creates so much of a thinking game. This makes it from the Slayer that we're used to a team-based shooter. Lower time to kills, supers that can actually turn the tide without being completely and totally off the rails. This is not D1. We cannot go into this thinking this is D1. The devs said it right and proper when they opened up. Mm-hmm. This is a new beginning. Mm-hmm. Because with low time, like I said, low time to kill, and the fact that you're changing shotguns, fusion rifles, rocket launchers, and all of that into a power slot, this creates team diversity. All right, who's our sniper? Mm-hmm. All right, who's the guy carrying our shotgun? Okay, what's their position and what's their play style? And here's the thing, power ammo? I don't know how many people know, but it's got about a minute timer, roughly, from what I hear. I hear for 30 seconds to a minute. Only one person gets ammo. The person that pulls gets the ammo. Mm-hmm. There is no shared ammo when you pull out. But the new user interface, as we've seen through the clips, the user interface is telling us so much information. Oh, God, this is something I didn't even get into. Christ. User interface.
I was going to bring it up, Des. I had it written down, user interface.
Yeah, PvP the user interface is giving us so much information. It's telling you who's on your team, telling you who's on their team. The icons are showing you who has a super. When you pick up power ammo, it comes up on your kill feed. This person picked up power ammo for this gun in this area. Oh, but I don't know where that area is. Guess what? The game is telling you now, because under your radar, there's your call out. Now, I've seen people say that it pops up like whenever you enter an area. No, it doesn't pop up whenever you enter an area. I've seen all this gameplay. That information stays on your screen at all times, even when you're at a ghost dead, exactly where you are. Like, oh, I just went down in shop. Dude, and when you cast a super, the game is telling you before you even get a kill that, hey, this person casted, the businessman casted Fists of Havoc. Oh, God, look out. We got a super incoming. I mean, this game is giving you everything you need to want to become competitive. Mm-hmm. It's up to you to learn map awareness. It's giving you call outs. It's giving you enemy information. It's giving you when they pick up and what they pick up. And again, depending on their position, okay, they rush us heavy. You pick up this power ammo, you get your shotgun out, you lay to waste. I mean, it is creating such a huge thing that, like I said, this is not D1. Not. Mm-hmm. This Crucible is going to be an entirely different playground where being a Slayer isn't going to be the most important thing.
Damn it.
Like,
that's why I play this game, to be a Slayer.
That's why I feel, just from that perspective, that's why I feel this is definitely sequel worthy, because they are changing the entire face of at least Crucible. Mm-hmm. I mean, entirely. They are flipping everything we know about small team battles, about anything, on its ear. Mm-hmm. They are giving us something entirely different to do.
Yay.
Ways to kill demands.
That's true, but I feel like they could add that into an expansion, because D2 was originally supposed to be an expansion on to this game, but clearly that has changed. But I say this because I feel like it's Destiny 1.5 so far with everything that we've seen, because the frame rates will be the same. There's no dedicated servers.
Okay.
Well, on consoles, the frame rates are the same.
But at the same time, I'm not worried about frame rate.
Okay.
Because 30 frames a second is becoming a semi-standard in industry when you're talking about output. No consoles right now can safely do 60 frames a second with possible 40K output. They're looking to make Destiny pretty. But here's the... I don't mind 30 frames a second myself, because we've already been used to it for 4 years.
That's true.
But when it comes down to it, like, there's going to be a lot of nitpicky people, and this is why I said the PC is going to be the competitive standard, because it's 60 frames. 60 frames is amazingly responsive. But here's the thing. Destiny 1, I'm talking like year 1 Destiny, Destiny stayed popular at 30 frames a second. After the first year of Destiny, that's when games were going up to like 1080 and 60. Within his first year, Destiny was obsolete. But yet, it still carried this power with it at 30 seconds. And now they've made a choice to kind of preempt the industry standard of 4K 30. Because there are apparently companies having this like, all right, this console game, 4K 30, because, hey, 4K looks pretty. Because that's what's going to be what draws people in. I mean, it's terrible. And I don't like people that think that way, that just think, this game isn't pretty, I'm not going to play it. But that's what draws people in. It's a decision they have to make.
Well, the Pro cannot handle the 60 frames 4K if they try to. But Xbox Scorpio can maybe handle it. But an argument that we've had on our podcast last night was the reason why they most likely will not make it 60 frames on Xbox, because they have a contract with PlayStation. Like, Sony knows their console cannot handle 60 frames and 4K with this game. Like, it just cannot handle it. But the Xbox Scorpio can maybe handle it, but of course they're not going to make the game look better on Xbox when PlayStation has the contract.
If that was the case, PC wouldn't be uncapped. If it was a Sony thing, not even PC would operate at 60. Actually, PC can actually potentially operate at 90 frames a second. I mean,
because it's uncapped at 60, yeah.
So if that were the case, Destiny 2 would be 30 across all boards.
I don't really... Sorry, but I don't really think so, because it's a console thing. Like, PC is just... It's PC.
If
like,
Sony doesn't have enough pull to make it console exclusive, they don't have enough pull to stop Bungie to do what they want to do for the PC port. I mean, that's just what... I mean, it sucks, because also that means there's not going to be any profile sharing between PC and Sony, because Sony doesn't allow that kind of thing from happening. They don't allow information to be taken or put onto their thing without explicit permission. So I've seen a lot of people like talking about cross-platform saving, and that's not going to be a thing between PC and Sony because of Sony's limitations on the system. But like I said, if it was a case of Sony getting in Bungie's ear, I don't personally think... I think the frame would be limited everywhere. Because why have anything that could run as good? I mean, of course, before the word came in, I had no faith in the PC port, because anything that's made for a console and ported onto a PC, historically, has run like garbage. Like utter and complete garbage. When Street Fighter 4 came out for PC, its matchmaking servers were god-awful. This was during an age where Xbox 360 had better matchmaking servers than the PS3 had. I mean, that was historic fact. You can't get around that. But when the PC first released Street Fighter 4, it had worse matchmaking servers than the PS3. It had worse connections than PS3. It was online. Because that's how most PC games, or most console games to PC go. Which, the fact that it can run uncapped, that's a freaking miracle. It's going to work on PC. Holy crap.
They're working hard.
Dr. Lupo... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying we still haven't seen connection quality on PC. So, I mean, I'm hoping since Blizzard is taking it into Battle.net, I'm hoping they'll know how to handle like the matchmaking server side. I'm hoping. Lord knows, I'm hoping.
They did say that Blizzard is only handling the Battle.net side of it, but Bungie will be handling the servers.
Well, I mean, but even then,
that's what I
there's still
heard out of the
communication
event.
between Battle.net and their servers.
Oh yeah, of course,
I mean,
of course.
There's something. I mean, I'm just like I said, I'm just hoping that there's nothing wonky about that. Just for PC players, I mean, I'm gonna have to build a PC rig to even hope to run something like that. Oh, and for people's information that have seen or heard about the PC game, the PC version running so spectacularly, people have said the specs on those PCs were Intel i7 processors, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 1080 GeForce graphics cards.
Damn it! I have everything but the last.
Yeah, you got the 980.
No, I don't even have that.
Oh, you got the... Oh, crap. That's right. Oops. But they said with those specs, it will run, I mean, flawlessly, basically. But you don't need all of that, obviously, because PC does have leeway. I just don't like PC gaming because it can get complicated, man. I just want to plug put it in my console and just do things. I'm getting too old to fiddle with all this PC nonsense.
Well, you can use a controller.
Your
Minecraft. You can use an Xbox controller.
Why would you
Minecraft?
want to do that?
No, that's not even what I'm worried. Oh, dude, trust me. I learned how to play first-person shooters on mouse and keyboard, or should I say trackball. So, I mean, that skill might come to me quickly, but I just hate the troubleshooting at. I tried to download Paladins on my PC, and I came up with some kind of missing DLL thing that I had to look up on the internet, had to find out where to go. I don't want to deal with that crap. I just want to put it into my machine and shoot the mans.
Shoot the mans in the face.
And PC just doesn't have that plug-and-play ease of use all the time. Sometimes it does. It costs money to do it. Because I don't care who you are trying to tell me, you're not going to get a good gaming rig for under a K.
That's true.
Not your normal guy. Like, people that can build PCs, maybe. Because you can find deals on parts and crap. But your normal guy isn't just going to buy a PC for under $1,000 and get a good gaming rig. It ain't going to happen. I don't care who you are trying to tell me that.
Nope.
Because I bought this laptop for $500. It has everything but a graphics card. It's i7. It's got 16 gig of RAM. It has no graphics card.
For 500.
That's what's going to. Yeah, for $500. I got it on a great deal on Amazon.
We need to talk because I need a laptop.
Nah, bro, just get the piece. Get a towel.
I can't. I travel a lot around.
I mean, you always get an Asus Republicans PC, which I hear their laptops are freaking amazing. But you know,
yeah, I need a laptop.
But good God, I mean, like I said, just from the change of the Crucible, just from a Crucible experience, this feels like sequel.
Okay.
I do want to have a word with people that are hung up on 30 frames a second. Like, not you, but like these people that are legit. They're the sweats that are legitimately angry at no dedicated servers and no 30 frames a second. Guess what? I've said it like twice on this podcast in history. Some of these guys know what's coming. But either quit your bitching or get out.
Do what does?
Quit your bitching or get out.
Also, you got
that's my stand on that.
Also, you got to think about it this way. If you run the game at 60 frames a second, that's all good. Now, add yourself into the wild where there's who knows how many other people there. Compound that. That's a lot of processing power for a system to maintain.
That's set that.
That's why
they made the choice of having better visuals, better effects, and better things running at 30, rather than busting it down to look exactly like D1 running at 60. That would make the competitives like super happy. That would make a lot of people, well, at least a small fraction of the community, very happy with our current looks, which, trust me, D1 is beautiful for an aged system. For a platform that's like 3 years old and obsoleted by at least 3 years, D1 is beautiful, especially Rise of Iron stuff. Rise of Iron stuff is gorgeous for the fact that it's obsolete. But they did the safe thing. Bungie did the safe thing going with the better graphics for that, and you don't have to get used to anything.
Yeah.
At all. You hop into this game, and the gunplay, that was like Dado's first comments on his reaction to the gameplay in his video. Gunplay and stuff like that, it's all Destiny. That's all Destiny. Like none of that has changed. Like the way the guns feel and how shooting people actually feels, that hasn't changed.
Okay.
And why? I mean, they've had this formula basically since Halo.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but from a casual market, considering they're opening up an entire market with PC gaming, all of a sudden they are legitimately opening a whole new world.
Oh yeah,
So I mean, they went the safe route, true. But I was also one of those guys that, I think there's evidence in this podcast, if you listen back, saying I hope for 60 frames a second in D2.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you what, those visuals, I can tolerate 30 frames a second with how gorgeous this game is already looking.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Okay, Des, let Buster,
Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all finally answer because
let me get my poncho out because Buster got so much love to give. Hold on, get out of the way. All right, go ahead, Buster.
No, it's a sequel. I'm cool with it. It's
Oh,
good.
BS!
I'm
Full of garbage.
I have
I'm
it.
So excited.
I am. It's fine. I mean,
No,
I can't
ladies and gentlemen-
expunge on that any more than Des has already done it. He laid everything down, neat little origami crane, and then flicked a little and made it.
Ain't nothing little about what I do, son.
Made the wings flap and all that. I mean, it was neat and a nice little bow. It was good. I'm for it. I mean, I can talk about the cinematics, how they said there's going to be more cinematics. The story's going to be longer. There's going to be more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you can hit L2 and see the lore. Hello, thank you.
Oh. Side note, I'm sorry. More information. The lead writer was shown in part of the trailer. I forget her name exactly. It was Christine something?
Yeah, it's Christine Walker, I think her name is.
That individual is going to take D2 into new places. This is why I'm not afraid of the single player aspect, because she was the lead writer of Star Trek Online for their missions.
She's amazing. I love her.
Star Trek Online is an MMO that has been out for quite a while, and I actually tried it some myself because it's one of the free-to-plays. Let me tell you what, for an MMO that actually does Star Trek justice. I mean, those missions are heavy, they're decently length. For a console MMO, it's like really good. The missions aren't too long, but they have enough story and chatter going on to make you feel like you're actually in the Star Trek universe. And if she can pull that off there, she's going to do beautiful things for D2.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things I'm excited for are the lost sectors, which are basically dungeons, which is fucking awesome. And
He wants to get his patrol on. He just wants to patrol. He doesn't want to do anything else but patrol.
and the clan feature, the extended clan
features,
which is fucking amazing. Like, I dig it. Like, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I want to see what it looks like in the beta because I couldn't put my hands on it, so I can't tell you, how it plays. But it looks fun. I'm gonna play Purple Crush, which is
again,
Sentinel. I'm gonna play that class. That's gonna be a mess. But I mean, each class seems to have a little bit of defender, so I might bridge out. Who knows? I don't know what all the other subclasses entail, so I'll hold off judgment until then.
Don't let Buster's Reserve fool you. This guy was so excited. So excited. He says, and I quote, "I'm more into the game than before. ... Thanks, Bungie."
Thanks,
He's like the Lonely Island song. Jizz in my pants.
That was more like it was more like Dick in the Box, but whatever.
I'm freaking good. So I will say that Dr. Lupo and his tweets, calling him on Twitter, was talking highly of what the PC version looks like, and I'm super excited about the PC version of it. Not that I'm good at PC, but holy hell, I wanted to get into PC games, and this would be a great fit to it.
Legitimately, though, also, crap, keep talking.
Go ahead, keep talking.
I'm also considering actually building a gaming rig to do it on PC myself. Also, I mean,
join me.
If it's available, like I said, I wouldn't mind myself getting back into like mouse and keyboard to see where I stand there still. Because, like I said, PC gaming got me into a lot of games. So I mean, it's just freaking technology, man. But yeah, go ahead.
I think that the fact that they're going to include more cinematics is awesome, because if one thing Bungie does well with Destiny is the cinematics. And it was unfortunate that we didn't have a lot of the cinematics in the first year, second year of Destiny. I think Destiny 2 gave more cinematics. So it's going to have some good cinematics. I'm excited about some of the new changes in Crucible. It's going to be fun. I think I'm going to think really highly of this game. Obviously, I want to see the beta. I obviously want to see what they bring more full in store. I just hope that this story lasts a while. It's not a thing where. I hope it's longer than like the Taken King arc. I mean, I felt like Taken King was pretty good as far as the amount of content we received. I hope it's much more than that. Maybe Taken King plus Rise of Iron combined, I think would be sufficient.
Yeah. I think that would be fair.
Yeah, and I think what I'm hoping for most is discovery. So what I mean by discovery, I mean, okay, you know how in Taken King, you kind of had to go through an off path to get your like new subclass ability. Mm-hmm. I hope it's a longer path that you require to take, and that okay, once you lose your powers, you get back one of the older subclasses. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make this work some way, somehow. And then there's this nice long story with you getting the new subclass and having the time to hone and master your skills. But, I'm excited for the prospects of it. I am curious, though, and I'm actually quite surprised that Bungie still is doing exclusives with PlayStation. Mm-hmm. I thought that they would do away with that after year 3, but I guess not.
It's hoping. Activision thing. I don't want to cut you off, but, yeah.
I think like now you're no longer at a point where you're depending on some people up and give you a shot. You got the shot. You earned your shot. Destiny's considered one of the best games out right now. Well, just out there in general, I guess. And so I don't think you need to pair with Sony. I understand, you want to be faithful in the business aspect of it. But I think that, I hope that what I would have preferred is, unique exclusives to each console, so that, you have a fair experience as far as what you can get. And when I mean unique experience, like unique, just more cosmetic than anything else. I think having weapon exclusives is kind of unfair, especially if you are a sole collector of everything. But I am happy that we're getting into this with Bungie to do PC, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get PC. Once I know PC, there are rumors that PC is going to come at a later date.
Yes.
They can take their little sweet time, because the minute it comes out, I might be dropping the console, picking up this mouse and keyboard, and trying to see, what's it really like on PC.
So what about you, Jay? What's your thoughts?
I do feel like it is, from everything what I've seen, it is a Destiny 1.5. But some people at Bungie are saying, no, it's a true sequel. So I'm like, all right, I believe them. So I am excited. I have faith in Luke Smith. He's a MMO player. He loves this game a lot. And I like Luke Smith a lot because he keeps it real. Like, he knows that parts of D1 were bad, and he even admitted it. So I think him and then Mark Noseworthy. So, yeah.
I mean, I understand. I mean, some people can be tough. I mean, legitimately, considering Destiny's track record, what I'm now most worried about is not... I feel D2, like I said, I do feel it will be a sequel word thing. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, what I'm worried about is the fact that they gave us a roadmap to expansions already. Mm-hmm. I mean, well, not a roadmap, but they're telling us about expansions already. They're doing the expansion pass again. I'm worried about that because I'm hoping it doesn't turn into Dark Below and House of Wolves again. Because Dark Below and House of Wolves were like nothing compared in content compared to like Taken King. And I mean, with lost my thought. Utterly, entirely.
No, I think expansions are going to be not as big as Taken King, but about the size of Rise of Iron. I think both of those expansions will be.
In my mind, that's a disappointment.
Why?
I want these expansions to be Taken King size, minimum.
Why?
Because, I mean, that's what's going to sell. That's what's going to keep the faith in the community is... Because, I mean, Rise of Iron was nice, but there wasn't really a lot to do. A lot of the time spent in Rise of Iron was graphical upgrades. Huge spaces. Yeah, they gave us very pretty Trials weapons. God, those death weapons look amazing. But they didn't give us a whole lot of content in Rise of Iron like they did Taken King.
I agree with that, but I respectfully disagree regarding the it won't sell. If Bungie is putting out anything Destiny related, people are going to gobble this shit up and then complain later.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, it will sell for the public, yes, but I'm just saying I will personally be highly disappointed.
Yes, yeah,
if it's
and
anything
we should
less than
be.
Taken King.
We should be. We should be to a higher standard where they know what works with the community. Like I agree. Taken King was a perfect sized DLC with content and story and changes. But also remember too that Taken King, what made Taken King very unique was that it gave a lot of facelift and a lot of different changes to the game itself. So how, like for example, marks and UI and interactions were all different from Taken King, so that kind of masked the actual content itself to some degree. I haven't sat there and did a side-by-side comparison between Taken King content and Rise of Iron content, but because of the what's the term that we use? I guess ease of life, for lack of a better term, or playability. That changed. It made Taken King seem like a much more meatier than the content will perceive it to be. Yes, you got a raid, you got stories, new weapons, exotics. But, Rise of Iron, you had a story, you had a raid, you had maybe what? You didn't have new exotics, right? Or maybe one or two?
Yes, yeah, like
Youngwell's Howl.
Shinow's Bow.
Okay, you had a few new exotics.
We had the exotics that were been in the Bungie Armory since Taken King.
That's true.
But we did get a few new exotic weapons, or a couple new exotic weapons.
So I'd argue that Rise of Iron and Taken King were probably similar as far as content size, but again, the change that Taken King brought made it seem like a totally different game.
No, because there was actually more to do post-campaign in Taken King than there was Rise of Iron. There were at least 6 to 8 story missions after you take out Oryx in Taken King. I mean, that was the main content thing that Taken King had, was even after you finish the story, unlock the raid, and take down Oryx for the first time, you have so much to do, and even the side quest with Petra's Taken War side. So I mean, there was a lot to do after everything was said and done, story wise.
That's true. I forgot about that piece. See, I don't PvE, bro.
But then. Also, Rise of Iron was made by a really small team. So these expansions are being made by the companies like High Moon is helping them. And which is the other one made? It's located in New York. I think it's Vicarious Visions.
Yes.
They're also working on it. So I don't expect the expansion to be the size of Taken King, but longer than Rise of Iron. Because, well, five missions, right?
5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
And then it culminated in the raid, but there wasn't much other than that.
I expect a longer raid, maybe, and longer story missions and a bit more, but not the gigantic size of Taken King. Because the first expansion is around time this year. And
really?
Not again.
Winter of 2017. I have the picture on my phone. I can read it to you guys.
Oh, not again.
It's winter of 2017. So
they could extend that to January or February, in my opinion.
I mean, it is possible to be extended to January, because January technically is winter.
It says winter of 2017.
Yeah, it could be 2017.
Oh, winter 2017? Yeah, that's December.
This is 2017.
Crap.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest, they gotta. Okay, so that says to me that whatever we're getting for Destiny 2 may not be as substantial as we would hope for it to be. Expansion that early, because that's a 3-month difference.
Hmm. So this is the retail thing says. It says the Destiny 2 expansion pass includes reservations for both Expansion 1 and Expansion 2, which will be released in winter 2017 and spring 2018. The expansion offers
April
missions, cooperative activities, competitive multiplayer, and a wealth of new weapons, armor, and gear. So that's what the expansion pass says. Sorry to kill you off, but yeah.
No, hey, whatever.
The first expansion is the Osiris. That is definitely coming out of winter 2017.
Christ.
And then the Rasputin one, I should say, is definitely coming out in the spring. So like April, May. Well, spring starts early next year, so March, April, May.
It's gonna be April.
It's going to be April. They're following the same track as D1.
Yeah.
This is
But-
that's
Do you guys listen to the Activision journals? The
No,
one that
I'm usually working,
Well,
bro.
Oh, I always listen to them, and well, there's only 2 so far this year, and they said that D2 is gonna have a post-release, so in between expansions and stuff like that, live events. Bungie is still keeping the live team, so the live team is currently working on post D2 launch content right now. The other 2 studios, Vicarious Visions and High Moon, they're also working on post D2 content.
Okay, so we're
hoping
gonna have a
with the
Festival of the Lost
studios-
then, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping with the studios that they're that this live team content will be a little more substantial because they're going.
I hope so.
This
yeah.
was the mistake of D1, and to an extent, we're even taking King is the fact that after the content drops, what is there?
Crucible,
Nah,
kill the
I
mans.
think we're gonna see a lot more events and expansions.
I don't think so.
Festival of the Lost. I feel like that was a failure to them. I personally did not like it. I think it was a failure. Everything was behind a paywall.
What makes you think you're gonna change that?
Well, it
now?
couldn't have been that much of a failure. They did it like 2 more times.
Well, I think the last one was a huge failure.
I don't
to
think
them.
so. No, I don't. I
Well,
disagree.
Failure in terms of player feedback, but success in terms of cash that came in.
Oh yeah,
Player
like
people
I
want to
mean,
play the shit
it was
regardless.
nice. I
There was nothing new to do in Festival of the Lost. It was just
There's
more-
nothing ever new to do to Lost. It's just collect new masks and emotes. I mean,
But-
but people still do it, spend their money and anything. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you know. Spoiler alert: people are sheep. They're gonna do it. Man, everybody's gonna jump off the same ledge in the same time because it's what everybody else is doing. That's why I didn't really play too much Festival of Lost. I was like, well, I ain't playing this too.
And actually,
dawning.
legitimately, the biggest failure wise that there is Age of Triumph. Because in theory, it's great. Oh, you have access to get anything from these past boxes, but with that huge of a loot pool, who benefits the most from that?
People who
People that
bought
been-
stuff.
Ryan Master Flex.
People who bought out Festival of the Lost, people who bought out The Dawning, they benefit because new stuff on priority because they already have all the old crap. It's the people that don't buy it that actually have to go through the loophole. If they want one thing in particular, they're screwed. And then they're forced again with the temptation buying Age of Triumph boxes just to try and catch whatever.
Not to mention, and I think this although everybody knows this, it slips their mind. This is why I don't really care about Age of Triumph. I don't care about the book. I don't care about the T-shirt because you can't bring none of this shit with your D2.
Exactly.
It's obsolete.
I agree. I don't care.
Play it. I'm like, no, I'm not playing. I'm not getting loot boxes. Hey, you want to do
Exactly.
strikes? Hell no, I want to do no damn strikes. I can't carry anything. Hey, you gotta get this gun this week. Okay,
I agree.
I don't because guess what? Dog's gonna blow the shit away. So what difference does it make?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's a legitimate thing. But I mean, like I said, when it comes to events, they're technically not learning anything because, like I said, they've repeated Festival of Lost, Dawning, Age of Triumph. It's all the same mistake over and over again.
I think the Dawning was a success. It brought in a new PvE event. We had SRL, so that's technically a PvP. We had new gear. The strikes were changed up. They brought in a new game mode for that. I consider the Dawning a success. in both terms of cash and content. It was a good amount of content, but it lasted for way too long. Because the dawning had to last from what? December to
February?
February?
February, April.
Right?
Oh, sorry, March. I don't remember.
Until age of...
Sorry.
Love that
Yeah.
song.
Stop.
So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. But I feel like the live working really hard on the first post. Well, they are working hard.
It gotta be.
From what I hear, they are working on the post D2 content right now.
Like I said, but
The future is bright, guys. From my friends there, the future is bright for us.
Oh, you got friends at Bungie, huh?
Yes, but I'm not going to
wait,
give up their name.
You in Bungie's back pocket, man? Is there something you need to tell us?
No.
Are you on the Bungie the pay schedule like me?
Payroll.
'Cause I'm a Bungie shill too. I didn't know if you knew that or not. I'm a Bungie
I
shill.
feel like I'm on their payroll because people tweet at me saying, "Yo, fix your game." I'm like, guys,
Dude.
I don't make the game.
You see, I'm the you saw how business acted like 10 minutes ago. He hid. 'Cause
I'm
he
on a
thought I was gonna
website.
explode. Yeah, I'm just a dude
on a
who does a
I can
podcast every week.
I can show you KD. I can't do anything about
I
you
can't.
sucking.
Like, I have access to API, but I can't fix the Crucible. I can't get rid of. Guys, yeah.
Legitimately, the best on the Destiny tracker,
Mhm.
suicide ratio.
Yes.
I'm now below the top 10% in suicides in the Crucible.
When I hear people say they're in the top 1% of suicide, okay. That's just
Just spam them KYS. Kill yourself.
The fact that was a style, I can't remember. I think it was sometime. I think it was just before Taken King. Like I said, looked at it and it's like, suicides? They keep track. What?
I think
I don't have any.
self-suppression
have
is
so
also
many.
one. Which is also
we have a
fun.
lot of stats. Yeah.
Yes. Self-suppression. How many times you suppressed yourself
Mhm.
as well? I'm like, fuck me, man.
Yeah, you're the one. You're the 1%.
hmm
There should be a self-suppression, and then you get the kill, because that's. I mean, when we played the Iron Banner Mayhem Clash, I was suppressed, and I'm like, this is my home, baby. This isn't new to me. I don't panic. I know what to do. I don't jump. I just stand my ground, feet, and shoot.
Speaking of kill yourself, I gotta give a shout out to a couple.
I'm like,
of
what?
I don't know. This was the worst segue of all time. I want to
Yeah.
hear this.
Yeah. Speaking of killing yourself or killing
Speaking
oneself.
of suicide rates,
Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to a raid, and I bring this up because I actually did this epic. I killed myself in a suicide by accident raiding, but I made the most epic of recoveries ever to man. I was raiding with Krista, Jack, Hail the Thief, Jack Powell, and Berg, and we were at Axis doing challenge mode, and so I had to rotate because I was empowered, and I mistimed my jump on a warlock, and I fell down to the ground. Oh no! Oh my god! And then I self-res at an instant moment, right as Axis basically moved towards the front part and open and managed to jump, leaped, slam his back while the other person slammed the ground, to do the challenge piece, and recovered. And it was the most epic recovery I've ever done, and I've ever seen, because usually if you kill yourself, you don't have enough literally, I didn't think twice but the self-res, and I was able to look in the right direction at the same time. And you can't. We're not talking about Titan skin. We're talking about Warlock surfing to the front, right from mid-middle to the front middle, and able to back just in time so we can continue. And we actually ended up finishing the raid. And that was the first time I actually beat challenge for Axis. So yes, I had a suicide, but it was also an epic recovery. And I will clip that video and post it to show you how awesome that ish was. So screw the segue. I made it work.
I do have stats for you guys. I do
oh Jesus.
Not about me, right?
No. I feel like this is important to say out. It's about Trials of Osiris last weekend.
It's cancer.
Only
No.
Icebreaker
because of the people in
received.
it.
So Icebreaker was the most used weapon last weekend
Oh.
in Trials. So the map was Pantheon, and the gun
this
really.
breaker up, it's not going to work because people aren't going to be sniping on Pantheon and Trials. They're going to be running up with a shotgun. Guess what?
I did. But Icebreaker received 3 kills last weekend. That's pretty insane. So I did want to bring that to you guys.
I'm not surprised because Biz was going off like, "Oh, don't pull your. It's not a sniper map." And Trials like, "Screw you. There's all kinds of scopers everywhere."
Yeah.
I'm so surprised by that. I would assume that
Pantheon. What you not
Pantheon?
because I figured people are smart enough to know not to challenge the snipe lanes.
That's all the map is snipe lanes.
Wait a minute, you
Snipe
say
lane,
y'all. Okay, you say y'all. Audience, as awesome as you guys are, is still only a small percentage of Destiny player base, even in a content drought.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of dumb people in the Crucible.
There's still people who rush bubbles.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was rushing a bubble yesterday in Trials.
Don't worry, I rush bubbles all the time.
I got a clip.
Okay.
I got a clip today of us playing. I was playing with the Sundowners, and the guy goes, "I don't care. The trick is to not care about your KD. Just rush the bubble." He ran into the bubble, punched the Titan. The Titan didn't even turn around to look at him, and he punched him again and killed him. And I was like, I gotta clip that. I have to clip the entire thing because he literally said, "Don't care about your KD. Run into the bubble." I'm like, "Don't run into the bubble." The guy knew what he was doing because he was looking one way, and I'm like. Like the perfect view of I think last exit.
Yeah.
Which one?
Last call is what
That's
I don't
like-
want to hear.
Rushing a bubble is my sniper test. If I can rush a bubble and kill a Titan inside his own bubble,
You
you're
suck,
not-
bud.
That's like if I can peek a sniper lane like 2 or 3 times and you don't take my head off, you're not a sniper, bruh.
You suck, bud.
Yeah.
So that's like my test. I do dumb things to test to see if I can do dumb things.
You thought speak.
So Icebreaker usage out of all the special weapons, it was 20%. So I received 20% of all the special kills last
What's the next
weekend
one?
in trial.
Top of your head?
Palindrome.
On my head, it was the most used weapon was the palindrome. It received, I think it was like 2.4 million. Yes.
Icebreaker shots got more kills.
Who fucking knew?
Yeah, Icebreaker the most used. Yeah.
I mean, Buster, seriously, that was an easy guess. Like,
Yeah, no
what
shit.
else?
I can shut my eyes and do that. Like, come on.
Stevie Wonder could do that too.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is a savage.
Do you guys want to hear the top 10 weapons that was used
Go ahead,
last weekend?
Yep. Mida,
Wormwood.
Palindrome,
Oh.
Icebreaker, Matador.
Wormwood.
No. So the first one is Icebreaker, then it's Palindrome, Wormwood, Ias Luna, Mida Land, Matador 64, Iron Wreath, Hawksaw, and then Blind Perdition.
You know what? Shout outs to those people actually bringing up Matador to the top 10 in this special economy. So screw
Matador.
all you people talking about there's no shotgun warriors. Guess what? Matador made top
Wait a
10.
minute.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
PDX 45?
No
Why?
Hawksaw.
Blind Perdition is
Hawksaw.
actually the least you get.
Well, Blind Perdition is number 10, and Hawksaw is 9. So
And is there a way to differentiate between if that's regular Blind Perdition or Adept, or is
is
it?
one. The Adept one is not even listed here. Oh, page number 2.
That
What's
kind of
number
doesn't specify.
11. It's number.
Oh wow!
11.
So yeah, it's just below.
Just humor me on this one. What
Okay.
number is the first auto rifle? I'm guessing
Oh my
sub.
God.
I'm guessing
This didn't make
30s
the
or what?
list.
I'm guessing 30s.
It's not competitive, bruh.
Not competitive. What are you talking about? I was in Mayhem
Number
class. 34.
and it. Oh wait, no. Sorry, wait. It's 32, and it's the Vision Stone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But what are you talking about? Not competitive.
34 is Doctrine of Passing Adept.
That the new Monarchy auto rifle that I told people to get weeks ago that has perfect balance, counterbalance, high cal rounds. I took it into Mayhem Clash, not Iron Banner, just regular Mayhem. I went on a 10 streak with just
Yeah.
my auto rifle.
Auto rifles are competitive if you know how to use them.
No, they're
I was talking about Trials.
Horse shit.
I mean-
Horse shit. It doesn't matter what you use. Ask your boy Mercury.
No, it actually matters what you use because
Ask Mercury's what he said.
Auto rifles. Let me say this: auto rifles require you to stay on target. You
And
cannot
I'm good
do
at that.
burst damage like any other.
Mm-hmm.
You're staying out in the open and leaving yourself available to be killed. That's why they're not competitive because they're not tactical.
Well,
You don't do burst damage. You do sustained
They feel-
damage.
they feel good
That's
in
why
my
they're
hands.
not competitive. It doesn't matter if it feels good in your hands.
well,
You're good with auto rifles,
Yeah.
and You know
SMGs will be
what
up.
Koala says? If you're that good off meta, he would be scared of a person that plays on meta.
I don't have fun playing
Because
with
you could
guns
do
that are like
better.
that, though.
You could do better if you actually applied yourself. But auto rifles are not competitive simply for the fact that you can't do with them the most rifles and hand cannons. Hand cannons were the most competitive because they were the most aerial accurate. And so they
still are, right?
Yes, they still are. I just don't know about exact, sweaty comp anymore because I was tracking that a long time ago. But they were the most comp because they had the most aerial control. You can actually jump and you can engage people. You can kill people consistently. Pulse rifles were right behind it because of encounter ranges, effectiveness at multiple ranges, and the fact that you can still pull a trigger once. You get hit, you duck back. You pop back out somewhere else, you keep firing them. You cannot do that with autos, and that's the only reason they're not considered competitive. Doesn't matter how well you are as you use them because you're still leaving yourself out in the open from start to kill. And you don't have to do that with hand cannons or pulse rifles. It's not an insult to say it's not competitive.
No.
It's just the mindset behind it. I mean, you're sitting there like,
They're fun.
okay. I mean, I also have fun.
You know
when
what's
I
fun?
feel better.
Swimming in a pool full of money is fun, but you don't see me being competitive in that area. Do you?
I also don't see you swimming in a pool full of money.
You don't know what I do in my spare time, buddy.
No, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see you do it. You don't share that with me.
Why would I?
I'm just saying.
This is private time, man.
You
Just
mentioned
read
it.
my-
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
whoever
did-
tells.
You mentioned it. I was just saying you don't share it with me. I'm gonna fill a fucking kiddie pool up with like nickels and your money's just like, me, just to fuck with you.
Yeah, empty out savings accounts.
pennies, man. Pennies to go small.
Yeah.
So I don't want to smell like pennies. That's gross.
So you want to smell like nickels?
Yeah, nickels and dimes.
Coppers
Just
are-
like-
Copper's already in your blood.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my god, you stink of pennies.
But no, it's actually hilarious when a lot of people is like, "Oh, auto rifles aren't competitive." Oh, screw you! I just sold it. And like people that actually get mad about it, it's like,
Hey, carry me in
Where the hell-
trials then. If auto rifle was so damn goddamn competitive, carry me in trials and shut up.
There's people who carries using necrochasm.
that's necrochasm because it actually has a better time to kill than anything.
I'll give you that.
Damn.
It was necrochasm.
Out of auto rifles, necrochasm is the most competitive.
I think Doctrine of Passing is pretty good.
Oh, man.
Necrochasm with aggressive ballistics has a better time to kill.
It does?
It's like
That's
this
not.
much.
You're
It's
not. You're
like
not. You're
this
not
much
tracking
more.
that? You're not
I
tracking
mean,
that?
you say this much, but like
But
a
that
10th
much
second,
matters. Yeah, far
when it comes
4%
to
matters
time
really.
to kill is massive. And you right now you pick up a Jade Rabbit and 3 headshots you could kill now. Like I said, D2 that's going to take 4 headshots. That's the difference. That extra trigger pull, man. But that blows my freaking mind that time to kill are going to go down that fast. Supers still have a 50% damage reduction just on that's going to change. So supers are going to be scary when you come across them in D2.
Especially Dawnblade.
Oh man,
It doesn't
Arcstrider.
matter.
Arcstrider
It
just
doesn't
looks fun to me. It's Monkey King.
Sun Wukong, son.
Yeah.
I will call the pole dancer. I don't care. I'm going like John Woo all over you.
I didn't even go that far. I was just like, that's a damn arc blade with a longer pole.
He's gonna woo in your face.
I mean, it might be, but still, I'm going to John Woo all over people's corpses. There are times to kill, 50% damage reduction, and the fact that it can get in fast, from the looks of it, it can get in faster than an Arc Blade ever could, which was the weakness of Arc Blade after all the nerfs. Yes, son.
It's gonna be up in the air like, caw-caw!
You're going to get shot down by other dudes.
Slice,
I mean-
slice, slam, slice.
You realize you actually have to be accurate with those.
Yeah, I know that. You can't just spam them like hammers.
Well, yeah, that's exactly like Mr. Fruit. That was his first words. You have to hit. It's not like hammers where you can fire and forget. You actually have to aim with that,
Of course.
like legit. Oh my god, I can't. I literally, I cannot even. I cannot wait to get my hands on this beta.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait.
Did anyone
to
get the codes yet?
No.
No one did.
Okay.
They're not gonna send them out probably. Not
Yeah,
until,
they're
June,
gonna send them
July.
out like
After E3, we should hear more info about it.
yeah. But I mean, it's just to see the change of this landscape, and like I said, the you're gonna have to look at your teammates Like, in a trial, like doing public or solo queuing in PvP, you're not going to have to examine the other team. You're going to need to examine your team, like, to make sure, if you decide to be a good guy, Phil. I mean, 1 rocket per power brick you pick up? What?
Yeah.
I don't even think there's going to be machine guns. I haven't even seen a machine gun in the game, other than the nifty Gatling gun. But I haven't seen any MGs in the test build. I've seen shotguns. Shotguns are definitely coming back. Luminosity used it like a freaking beast, let me tell you what. 6 rounds on pickup, too. 6 rounds on a shotgun pickup.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good, especially in a low time to kill, and it looks like shotguns haven't changed, and you're increasing the time to kill, yeah, that's a power weapon now. Sniper rifle. I mean, I hear the rumor that high impacts can one-hit kill. Like, whatever sniper rifle they gave him for build, can't do that, because Mr. Fruit sucks with a sniper rifle. Sorry, but he does, because he got nothing but body shots, and it only took away like half the shield in like 1 body shot, and that actually makes me scared that they're like doing the AMR style sniper rifles. Like, Jesus, Bungie, why bring it back? But will snipers be 1 body shot kills? I don't know.
Some, but not all.
They might be. Like I said, like Ex Machina might be. Yeah. But even then, it's a heavy weapon now.
Mm-hmm. And it's only for 1 person.
Exactly. I mean, and that's the thing that we're gonna have, like, that we do have to wrap our minds around. And these things that we use, and like some people mainline, some people use a sniper rifle as a primary. I mean, not No Land Beyond, like, where they literally use a sniper rifle as a primary. I'm just talking about
1,000 yards there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people do that. You don't see, even in this economy, I get killed by like 1,000 yards and winged words like nobody's business. It's like, how I'm killing you, and you're still taking my head off so much. Where are you getting the special ammo? But yeah, but we have to wrap our minds around. This is a different, it's a different ammo economy. Like, these are heavy weapons now. These are, Wisniewski said that in one of his early interviews with Crucible Radio. He's like, sniper rifles and shotguns were contract weapons. If you put your reticule on the head of a person with a sniper rifle, they're dead. If you put your shotgun into the gut of someone, they're dead. It's like, that's the contract of these weapons. And now they're heavy weapons. So they're deserving of this contract.
So, launcher, or sniper.
Well, I mean, you only get 1 rocket. You better hit somebody. Because I know you miss rockets sometimes.
I haven't used a rocket in so long.
Hey, I know you do when you do, though.
Hey, I don't use rockets, bruh.
Hey,
if it ain't Gallahorn, I don't use it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody misses rockets. Every once in a while, Truth would miss. It didn't happen often, trust me. But every once in a while, you can make a Truth miss.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be pretty bad.
But now that's 1 rocket. That's 1 shot to take out a lot of people. 1. And shotgun. You can actually take out more people with a shotgun now than you can a rocket. You can actually wipe a team if you get a shotgun. If you have the capability, that 6 rounds will easily take out their entire team. And each of them can only revive once? You better choose. Like, if you have a Slayer on your team, that better be the guy you pick up. I'm not going to be responsible screwing up and picking up your cousin. That's KD is like 0.6, and he's going to choke as soon as everyone converges on him and die all over again and cost you the round. It's not going to, Raven told you to pick up the Slayer. He didn't. I mean, family's one thing, but,
All right, guys, let's pull this hype train into the station, because we're approaching 3 hours, and that's crazy. So, Jay,
So much to talk about.
yeah. Thank you, Owen. We appreciate it.
problem.
Thank you for
Anytime.
dropping the top 20 weapons used, because that was actually kind of interesting seeing the Hawksaw in there. Where can everybody find you?
So you guys can find me on Twitter at J_DTR. You guys can find me on Destiny Tracker. I'm mostly behind the scenes, handling the Twitch account, YouTube, podcast. I'm the host of the Destiny Tracker podcast. You guys can find us on iTunes and Podbean. We record this show every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern on TV/Destiny Track.
What's your PSN?
J McBoy 123.
Say it with your chest.
J McBoy 123.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's boy with a Y?
I with an I, not a Y.
What does the Mick mean? What does the Mick stand for?
Minecraft.
Oh, but Buster loves this.
But here's some good news. I have a Union of Light to give away. I will be giving that away later on the Destiny Tracker Twitter account.
So
I'm not going to say what time. That's a secret, but turn on the notifications. Or we may do a giveaway if you retweet and follow. I don't know yet. We'll see.
You don't know yet, so how would our listeners know to you know what I mean? Like,
You just gotta watch.
turn on our
man.
notifications.
so you gotta stalk the Twitter account. That's what you're telling me.
No,
Stalk them.
it just appears on your phone whenever a tweet
Stalk
is
them.
out. So just turn
Keep
on
your
the
eye on it. Keep
notifications.
hitting that F5. Hit that F5 over. Pick your F5.
Yeah.
all right, guys, go ahead. Tell them where they can find you.
Well, it's the main man, the businessman 24. You can find me on Twitter _DRP. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/businessman24. You can also find me on PlayStation, the businessman_24. Why did I say underscore? And as soon as Destiny 2 comes to PC, I will be sharing that Battle.net information, baby. Oh, yeah.
And this is your boy Raven. You can find me on Twitter at DES_Raven. Yeah, Twitter. You can find me on Twitch.tv/The Corvus Nest. And you can search me on YouTube, Death Switch Raven.
I'm Buster Knuckle, and you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Buster_Knuckle. You can find me on Twitter at BusterKnuckle13. That's BusterKnuckle13. And on PSN as Lister113, which is no longer, thankfully.
No.
Close.
No. But I have to say J McBoy, you have to say.
Yeah. What's your screen name again?
Lister113. I've said it like fucking 53 episodes.
You're not off the hook.
That's the thing, and at least the Minecraft part of J McBoy can be hidden. I mean, he doesn't have to say it. Lister is still out there.
Okay. You can find the RngCast at the RngCast on Twitter. Also on Instagram. You can find us. You can email us, the RngCast@gmail.com. You can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/the RngCast. Also, until Monday, you can get the year one anniversary at teespring.com/the RngCast. You have until Monday. Monday. And
Monday.
Thank you. Somebody did it. And that.
Wait. Also, I want to make a quick announcement. I know that the reveal stream about clans and groups and stuff. And so, if you're a listener and you're still looking for a place to call home, if you're looking for a group of funny, interesting guardians that you want to hang on a basis, we do raids and sherping and Crucible, and if you want to do patrols, I don't know why, that's your business, talk to Buster. But we welcome you to join our Discord. We'll post it in the on our Twitter, and you can just join our Discord, hang out, say hi. I know some people are a little on the fence, like, yeah, they talk about. I don't know, just take the plunge, man. We have a really positive community.
It's a great place.
I promise you, I'm not that much of a savage.
And it's like our rules. It's best summed up in basically our rules. We have a list of rules, but it's basically in summation. RNG Discord has one massive rule: don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. That's all. Leave that to me. Anyways, but yeah, just take the plunge, man. Just join us, and we're not stand up. Look, as much of a food elitist I am, I'm willing to talk to, and play with anybody. I will give you shit if you can't drink because you're under age of 21. But that's besides the point. But I mean, look, just join us, and I promise, man, you'll have a good time. You'll meet a lot of fun people, and we can hang out and chill. And let's get this Destiny hype train too going. Look, if Biz is on board the hype train, I mean, everybody should be on board. If Biz is on the hype train, everybody should be on board.
Screw that. If Raven is like, if I'm on this freaking hype train, like I said, 2 weeks ago, I was like on the fence, and now I'm like, choo.
He's balls deep in here.
I'm balls deep. I mean, I'm patiently waiting for the beta. Like, if I had the money, I'd be pre-ordered. I would.
We'll post it on Twitter.
Already did. And that.
It's on Twitter.
And this is the RngCast, episode 53, with Jay from DTR. Hype Train, we're out.
Later, man.
See you all next week.
See, I waited for you to do it this time because I was about to hit stop, but good thing I waited because, I mean, it would be a mock if I didn't let you go, see you next week, because somebody would actually call or complain about it. Maybe I might get another letter. Who knows? Take one. The RngCast is a member of the Destiny Tracker Podcast Network. If you like us, you should check out the other podcasts in the network. If you like lore, the Destiny Lorecast and Rabbit Hole Radio is for you. If you're like Raven and weapon stats are your thing, check out Destiny Massive Breakdowns and the Destiny Track Podcast. If accents get your fire going, check out the Destiny Down Under podcast, and that sure will scratch that itch. But always remember, we here at the RngCast love you all. Thanks for listening.